I know you understand. Like, I know you like playing Yasuo a lot and you like getting fed, but when you're in match, like, you don't need to call out everything like, "Oh my God, I'm backing for dagger," like shit like that. Like, please tone down the
Okay,
random comms because you were just like
got you. I
saying
was
random
talking too
shit the
much.
whole time. Yeah, and like Reese, everyone else did a really good job of not like flaming you, but like I will flame you if you do that. Like, try to keep it clean, you know. Like, we get it. Like, you're 6-0. You know what I mean? You don't need to call out every single time you're backing for.
Okay.
Anyways, I'll show you. I'll show you when we watch it. You'll definitely understand what I mean.
All right.
Anyways, let's just start it.
Yeah. Should I
Honestly,
have the comms open or should I have the video muted?
no, just mute it for now, and then wait. Are you recording this or are you?
I'm also recording this. Yeah.
So you're recording me talking over this?
Yes.
Yes, because I
Okay.
want Mal and Wimbles to be able to watch this when they get a chance.
Yeah, so we can make
Okay.
notes, and then I mean they can give us feedback when they watch.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Also.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue. Yeah. What's up? You have any questions? What's
yeah,
up?
I was gonna say, do we want to go over the draft for game number 2?
Yeah. Sure. We can just quickly go over the draft. I thought. Well, do we have the pro draft up? Because it might be better.
Yeah, this right here.
Yeah. Where is that? Let me go. Let me go,
Go
to
to
that.
go to picks. It's,
Yeah.
Scrim-
Game. There it is. Game 2. Yeah. I see
Yeah.
it. I see it. I see it. Um. Okay. I think in general, like, we need to start avoiding the Aatrox versus Ornn matchup because there will get to a point where Aatrox can't even touch that guy, and then now you have no answers to Aatrox or to Ornn, and plus Aatrox gets out, like, he just gets out team fought and out split pushed by Ornn.
Wait,
Believe it
we're
or
looking at
not,
the
even
same
though
game. We're looking at game.
yeah,
2.
I'm looking at the game on. Wait, did you just switch?
No.
Did you just move your time?
Oh, that's game 1 that you're looking at, I think.
Oh, sorry. Well, I thought you were going over game 1. I thought your screen was hovered over game 1.
No.
You just want to jump to game 2?
Oh, okay. Actually, give me 1 second. I need to go to the oven, and then yeah, I guess we can talk about the scrim.
Okay, all right.
What are the good matchups against Ornn then?
Okay, so some good matchups against Ornn are split pushers who have a ton of wave clear, like Fiora or Vladimir, and then just straight up duelists, like, again, Fiora, Gnar, stuff within, like, their kit lets them split push without walking up to the wave, like,
And,
committing to the wave.
Like stuff that forces Ornn to build defensive against them.
Yeah,
I guess?
yeah. Like Gnar, for example, has in his kit he has percent like shred, so he doesn't need to build super offensive because he already has
You
super
can go,
offensive
like,
kits.
Mallet, BC, that sort of shit. You know?
Right, and then he can also match split push because in his kit he has a ton of wave clear. Whereas, like, if you put an Aatrox into an Ornn, Aatrox only has one playstyle, and it's always to like engage and kill. Whereas, like, Gnar has peeling or he has splitting. Like, he has a ton of.
If Ornn buys a Thorn Mail, then just Aatrox can't play.
Yeah, and you even see that in game 3. Like Wimbles was playing Aatrox into Ornn, but that Ornn rushed a Bramble with Sunfire, and then Wimbles just loses the lane. But if he's playing like a ranged top who doesn't have to auto attack him to clear, like, in his kit,
Yeah.
So then it's much easier.
We've been kind of straying away from picking split pushers
Yeah.
bit. I think that probably our next couple of games in our next set we should maybe experiment with that a little bit. Like picking a split mid or a split top, probably.
Yeah, 100%.
On that topic, I want to stray away from picking Yasuo, and I want to diversify my pool a little bit here.
Well, I agree with the second part, but we can, like, I think Yasuo can fit into this one.
Yasuo's great. I love playing him, but
Okay.
I think it's actually heavily impacting my own progress in the game because I get to play him once every 8 games. 8 lobbies rather. Like, I have to dodge. I'm paying 50 LP a day in Yasuo tax. Right?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Where it's either I get a bad matchup because I have to blind pick Yasuo into, like, Rammus Malphite. I can ban one. Or my teammates ban it from me. The enemies ban it blind. Or my teammates are, like, picking shit they have a 20% win rate on over 30 games. And so basically I have to... Usually I would dodge a lot of those lobbies anyways if they're bad matchups or they just don't make sense to play. But because it's so specifically that I've put all my eggs into trying to learn this one champion that has a, like, 200% ban rate, it's just not worth it. Like, I get to play, like, half as much. I want to transition.
You're better off just learning different mids, like, who have similar play styles. Like,
I want to play Aurelia. That's why.
Kled, Kiana, Irelia, stuff like that, where you have the same objective. It's like dueling, but you just do it better than Yasuo. Like,
I want to transition into picking more
Why don't you
I
play
guess, like,
Kiana or
the
Rumble
two
mid?
aspects.
Why don't you play
I
any of
wanna
those
play
like wave
Aurelia.
there mids?
I
No,
wanna play-
Kiana or did I
I
say
hate-
Aurelia? I meant to say Rumble.
I've tried those champions. I'm getting to that. I guess if we're still talking about.
What
me
about
Maverick.
Rumble? Do you have any experience on Rumble?
I've tried some Rumble.
Okay.
I don't know. Of
Okay.
the champions, I've played, I don't know, 20 games of
Okay, interesting.
Rumble, about 15 of Kiana, and then
Mhm.
I played a lot of Aurelia. Of those 3 champions, I found Aurelia kind of clicked with me the most. I don't know.
Have you revisited
like-
them since we like started playing together as a team?
Yeah, a little bit. I've been trying to, since we actually started playing was really when I was trying to
Look
try
at
and
different
expand a
champs?
little bit.
Okay.
And I want to
Yeah.
get down to 3. The 3 that I zoned in on, I think, are the champions that I really love to play, and I think will probably best impact our team is Azir, Aurelia, and Ryze are the 3 that I really want to focus on.
One comment that
Ryze
I missed before was for the top lane matchup against Aatrox, or other than Aatrox into Ornn, right? You said to look at range matchups.
Like
So-
range wave clear.
So
yeah.
besides game playing, what options do you have?
There's Fiora. Even though she's melee, she's ranged. Her Q is really, really long. And then there's Gnar. There's what's some other ranged? Like they don't have to be ranged. Like I'm saying, like they're
Kalista.
who?
Good into Ornn. Kalista's okay into Ornn.
Yeah, Callista's okay. If she
Ryze
gets hard
Vlad.
camps, then she gets fucked. But your jungle will have to play topside.
Personally,
Ryze
I think
and
it's
Vlad are always options, right?
Vlad,
personally, I think that Orange is a bullshit champion in the first place. So
yeah.
I think it's either not we, but you guys, ban it or pick it, because you gotta remember, like, the champion just gets 13 kills worth of gold at what was it, level 13?
14.
So 14,
Yeah.
14, and like it's just dumb. And like
Yeah.
you'd be forcing so many other picks into it. Is it really worth the resources
But
playing around one champion that much?
the thing is, like, okay, Wimbles has played Ornn before, and he's vocalized that like he really does not want to play that champ because he feels like he has no pressure, and then he'll get camped, and then the team will lose. Like,
Is that why we've stopped
Well-
playing
Yeah, part of it. I think I remember in the beginning.
because I feel like Wimble sometimes, and because I've known him for a long time, it's when he gets stuck on the same champion a lot. He gets really tilted by having to play it a lot, so he
I don't
just
know.
kind of makes up excuses as to why he doesn't want to play it anymore.
Well,
That makes
Pop,
sense.
can you play Ornn?
Yeah. I can learn it if that's
Fots
what you
is
want me
getting
to do.
fucking.
That's what I'll say. I'll
Uh,
learn it if that's what we need, but
I don't
it's
think
not
that's
gonna
what
be
we
my
need.
main champion.
It's
It's probably not gonna be in my top 3. It'd be more of kind of like
Yeah, but Theo made a good point. He's basically
what
trying
he
to say.
does. I'm not gonna play him religiously.
Yeah, of course not. But I'm just saying, like, if you're
It doesn't
devoting
look
so
too
many
complicated.
he's like, there's only like one mechanical thing on him that's like a little complex, but it's after you learn, it's like super easy to get like the most amount of CC out on him. But like I was saying, like, if we're gonna devote so many resources to playing around the Ornn, or just, like, doesn't make too much sense. If in those situations, it's like, okay, he's good. Like, these counter picks are okay into him, but again, you're devoting your entire draft just to play around one champion.
It's not. You're not doing that. It's just you can't keep picking Aatrox into him every game, because what happens if Aatrox is banned and then they pick Ornn? Then what do you
Right.
pick?
Mhm.
You know?
Wimbles
Like, what's your
does
backup?
play a lot of different shit. I'm sure that he could play.
I
Gnar
was
and
just
Fiora.
bringing it up because it seemed like every VOD I watched where they pick Ornn, your guys' immediate response was Aatrox.
Yeah, well, we also the thing too far, Marsh,
What's up?
was that going to these games, like,
Uh-huh.
I wrote up a comp, and basically, if we had the
Mhm.
pieces available to us, we take those pieces because I believe those are going to be like the strongest working pieces together.
Sure. Okay.
So, like, I understand what
Okay.
you're saying. Like, yeah, we should try out different top laners against Ornn, and I think you make a good point. Is like, if they do ban Aatrox, like, what do we do?
Yeah, because I don't want you guys to like be planning to pick Aatrox and then they ban it off, and
And
then
we have no
okay, so
plan
now
B.
now
Yeah.
Wimbles has to first time something into
What about
Ornn.
Camille? Would Camille be good into Ornn?
No.
Okay.
No,
Oh,
so.
okay.
Her laning is not too great, and
That's
even
true.
outside of laning,
But I think
she's
she
just a really
scales
bad
really,
pick.
really
Right?
hard, right?
She did.
the attacks, it's okay, but like outside of lane, I don't think she's gonna do, like, the Orange is gonna be more useful.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Your point isn't to beat him outside of lane. You just want to neutralize what he does. Like, you want to stop his dashes, or you want to like his ultimate. I'm saying.
I'm just
You
thinking
can't
that like
out team
Camille is a turret demolisher that also has great split push and scaling. Isn't that exactly what you're looking for? And
Yeah,
like
that is.
you can just force him to lane with her
But
all
he's
the
also
time.
talking about to neutralize his functionality inside a team. So like he provides that disengage or engage through his ultimate, and it's like
Okay,
what can we pick
how do you shut
besides
down
Braum?
his like free 5,000 goals that he gives his team though?
Don't.
You can't.
It's
You
just
can't.
bullshit. That's why
Like I
it's
feel like that's the
hard
that's the
bannable.
root of the issue. You can
The thing is, though, it takes him 13 levels to get there.
I
right.
feel like you just beat
So-
Orn by picking something that scales as well as him.
Yeah, so like, and I was gonna mention that too, and that's a great point. That like, if you just like pick a Maokai wouldn't be that bad, and like you pick Maokai Braum, and you can out team fight that, because then you have the Braum for the utility, and you pick a carry ADC, and your mid laner can reflect that too.
Yeah.
Like if you go into a Zir or a Rise, then you have the damage to follow up with it, even though a Zir might not be the pick there because there's a little bit too much AP damage depending where you're going in jungle, but those are all like viable options.
It's all situational, but Maokai is a good answer because he can lock down his ult.
That's
so
also
it's
a
pretty
good option because we do play that Senecom, so we do have flexibility between Fire, who plays
Uh-huh.
Maokai, and
Oh yeah, good point. Good point.
So if
Maokai support.
Yeah,
Yeah, they go
with the fasting Senna. Well, are
Yeah.
we gonna keep
Oh, that's true,
that
yeah.
Senna gets nerfed? Senna got nerfed today.
Well, I think that's something we need to test out.
I looked at the nerf, and obviously I'm not like a statistics major, but like I'm gonna say this, like I think it's fine. I think the one who got hit harder was Philios. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
that
he got
lethality,
He has more lines of nerfs, right? Like they wrote more shit
Yeah.
for him, so that's why the nerfs.
Nah, dude. Honestly, only that one line mattered to me. I'm like he scales anyways. Like you don't play him for
Armor pen compared to lethality suddenly just makes it a different champion, doesn't it?
Yeah.
lethality, fucking.
Like
oh no.
all of a sudden he's not this 1v9 team carry. He's like this duelist almost. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
he'll
don't
be
really
more
know.
effective. He'll be more effective against obviously Squishy's lethality.
Yeah, he's situational.
And then-
I think he's still like he might still be blind pickable, but like you really do need to think about like the bans. Like okay, we can't play against Orin probably. Can't.
The thing that you don't want to B1 if you're on blue side. You do not want to B1 Aphelios. Like he's too linear. Like his mode is so one directional. You know what I mean? Like
Wait, but I feel like okay.
no. He has one direction. It's always like
Team fight.
if they get on top of him, he loses.
Yeah, he has to play front to back.
Exactly, and if you pick him on B1, they're just gonna draft super heavy engage, and then he can't play the game because he has no self feel.
That's what they
And they
tried
just
doing.
like they just pick Jarvan, and what do you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to.
So that's why you have to you guys need to start expanding Mao's pool for more B1able ADs like Varus or Ezreal or something.
He does play
We
Varus.
play those, we just don't pick them.
Yeah, and
I don't think.
Mhm.
I'm not too sure about the Ezreal B1, but definitely Varus. Varus.
Yeah,
is,
Varus B1.
really.
I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah,
I've
Varus
seen-
B1 is like
Tell us
super
what
strong.
he wants.
Ezreal's not too bad B1 just because you
It's
can play safe with that champion.
Well, you also allow a lot of things when you pick Ezreal. Like you let them.
it's just that he has a lot of different modes. So like it's not like he's not super high priority, but I would say like he's a better blind pick than Aphelios right now, just because
Yeah,
Aphelios
I'd agree.
now that they changed it to lethality, he's even less
Yeah.
flexible.
Okay. But
So-
like. Okay. Okay. I'll
Anyways,
stop
do
there.
we want to start watching, or are we just gonna talk about like theory?
All right.
What
Well,
if
you
we-
know,
I
I
think we're
think
just gonna
I
talk
like
about
this.
theory the rest of the day. Sounds like.
drafting is very important for me as well as other fans.
Okay. So do you want to talk about this draft, or do you want to?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'll just pull up the points
Nice
here.
frick your mum. Okay.
Is this under picks?
Nice rune page.
Yeah, Scrim Gym game number 2.
Scrim Gen 2. There it is. Okay.
So
Gracie, you're streaming this, right?
yeah,
Interesting.
I'm
So,
recording it.
okay.
Recording it. So the one thing I do want to say though about
Hmm.
this draft is that they picked the Olaf first pick,
Mm-hmm.
and so I figured that yes, this is really bad to maybe pick like stationary slow moving ADCs and such,
Mhm.
but from my experience, that Olaf has a big problem with like spacing issues, so, like if like
Mhm.
resolution and stuff.
Okay.
So I figured that if we just build a beef enough front line or tools
Okay.
to like blow him up, that
Okay.
might be useless in the later games, like later.
Okay.
stages of the game.
Well, I think I do like the Diana set ban because that really opens up space for Nautilus to peel and Trundle especially.
Yeah.
Like if we're looking to build a front line around Aphelios, we need to take off set. So I like the Diana and set ban. I don't know, like the Elise ban is a little weird to me. I don't. Do
I
they
think-
play a lot of Elise?
I think
or...
this guy he plays a lot of Elise and Elise, so he has
Okay.
early game pressure junglers, and I'm also was worried about
Okay.
like I wasn't
gonna
sure.
pick-
Was that-
Wait, no, we did pick Gragas. I'm trolling. I'm dumb.
What? Which game
I
are
was
you
about
on?
to say, doesn't Elise really beat Gragas pretty hard?
She can.
Oh.
No?
Okay.
I think early.
I don't know. Never mind. Don't worry about it. I'm just
I don't know.
talking about.
What's up?
Like
What's up to you?
it depends. Like
Before level 6,
Like-
she can.
yeah, so like the thing is like Gragas has more options than the Elise, and
Mhm.
like you wouldn't really want to one like as Gragas, like why would you be forcing yourself into 1v1?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but that's why I don't understand the Elise ban, because if we were looking to, well, I mean, if we want to build a front line around the Philios, usually that involves a dueler or bruiser who can duel the Elise, right?
Yeah, I think I agree. I think the Elise band is a little weak. And the
What
only-
would we replace it with then? Because maybe like a Mordekaiser earlier?
Yeah. So Mordekaiser for taking away Philios, which is that's why we banned round 2.
Okay.
Um.
But we could have just switched that to round. We could have just put that in top 3
Yes.
on final.
Yes. So yeah, I agree that.
Because if we're using that for Aphelios, then that should be in top 3 anyways.
Uh huh.
But we didn't know we were picking Aphelios, right? So
We knew about the Philios pick.
okay, so then let's say they get Aphelios, then your backup draft would be what? Since you guys play around Aphelios and Aatrox a lot, what are your backups?
So we either have the Varus ADC or
Okay,
they
okay.
ban Senna, they go
like
into,
that.
we can go into Ashe.
Okay, I like the Varus into Aphelios. That's so good.
Yeah. It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
what support do you guys normally run into with Varus?
We normally run Tom
Probably
Kench.
TK.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then
Really?
secondary, we have I mean,
Why not Braum? Braum Varus
yeah, I was
is
gonna say
still
Braum. So I mean,
Yeah. Braum, I think TK is better, but yeah.
Yeah,
I think
they
so.
both do the same thing.
In terms, the reason I say Tom Kench because that's like what pros play usually with Varus is T.
Yeah.
Is,
it keeps it very safe too inside team fights. Like if they pick an assassin,
Varus's weakness is mobility, and when
Yeah.
you get Kench, it just kind of
Yeah.
covers that up very well.
kind of like with the Senna thing.
So then
Yeah.
they pick Blitzcrank into it. What do you guys do?
What?
Into Varus Tench.
Yeah.
We cry a little bit
Live?
on the inside.
Is that land?
Well, I don't think that would be
What would you
like
do, Theo, if they picked Blitzcrank there.
That wouldn't be a common response.
if they pick Blitz though, it's fine. Then now they have weak dragon picks or dragon play pressure, and then bot lane will just freeze it, right? And then jungle will play bot side. So then now that it's frozen there, and then the thing about Blitz is he can't do long fights. So if you do a dragon
Yeah.
fight, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's okay. Your laning might be tough, but overall picture, I think if they go like
I think
I mean,
in
also
this,
they
depends on
go-
what they pick with
in
Blitz,
this
too.
spot, it would be tough.
Aphelios
to pick.
Blitz is not
Yeah.
that impressive in my opinion. But I don't know.
I think in this spot it'd be hard to think about it, but I think outside
Yeah,
of
it's,
outside of
it's
game,
difficult.
like if they pick a hook champion like that, I mean, we just try to build a beef your front line so like they can't make that many picks, or it's harder to make picks.
Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna get back to like real life. So so they show Olaf, and then I think Aphelios is a good response, but is Nautilus that high priority, or don't we just show the Trundle?
So
Don't we just show
Did
the
they ban
Trundle?
Leona or
They
what?
didn't ban Leona, and
Okay,
we
so I think that's
also
why we wanted it.
we also didn't want them to pick the Nautilus with the Olaf because that provides a lot of like engaged potential.
I'm talking to my dad. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah. Also, someone's mic is like farting.
I think that was Marsh. He was probably putting down his headset.
Okay.
Duh, idiot. Jeez, greasy. Get good.
I wish I don't remember the comms for this. Why did we pick the Nautilus?
I don't know.
I think I
just
suggested
play
it
what you
because
tell me to do.
I assumed that it was the trade, right? Like we're supposed to trade Leona for Nautilus, but then they banned Leona, and so we just get Nautilus for free.
They didn't ban.
Oh no, they didn't.
Leona though.
They picked Braum. Okay.
Or Red Sign.
I don't know.
I just don't think the Nautilus is that super high priority. Like you're better off just going Aphelios Trundle, and then now it forces them off of front lines. Because if they pick front lines, then Trundle scales really well.
Yeah.
Plus that can be Trundle top. It's a really good flex.
And also, Olaf is really weak by
That's
himself. And
Wimbled's favorite champion.
they don't pick.
Wimbles doesn't play Trundle. Fuck, he doesn't, does
no,
he?
No, it's his
Yeah, he
favorite
loves
champion.
Trundle.
It's
Oh, he
literally his
does. I
favorite.
thought you were being sarcastic. My bad.
No,
No,
that
I
is
wasn't.
actually
That's
one of
like
his favorite
that's what he
champions.
picks every game. That
Really?
he
MF not.
Yeah, that's his
Yeah,
go-to.
well, we still have Thresh. We
I don't
have
know if it's
Trundle.
busted.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay, so this probably be a Trundle
Oh,
game.
law.
So we can do Aphelios here.
Philios
Yeah, I
is
should have
good.
picked. I already knew I was
Philios
gonna pick
is
Trundle this game.
Wait,
because of the
can
Olaf
you mute your stream? Oh wait, which one is you? Fuck
pick. I'm
me.
trying to listen to it.
Oh, okay, sorry, let's listen. My bad.
So I was trying to say though, like we already knew it was gonna be a Trundle pick because we saw the early Olaf.
Uh-huh.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I should just picked it there. Let me listen.
It's good here.
Alright,
Yeah.
pick the Aphelios and then
I think we picked not to.
you want? Okay.
I'd rather have Not than Leona and Olaf.
And plus, you just all. I'm pretty sure they're gonna play Misfortune. So
Yeah, I just ult MF when she yields.
It's a good
Because-
steal for them too, because they can't just set it up easy.
yeah,
Level
Senna.
Okay, so that was basically Mal calling for it because the potential of an ult for an MF pick. And I
yeah,
mean,
but no, that's not priority. I think priority is just getting a flex pick, but also a counter pick.
so okay, so I mean,
Like you wanna get an early flex so they can't keep drafting what they want. Because if you show Aphelios not, you have no flexes, and now
They
they
see our
can
bot.
properly. Yeah, you don't want to give away all that information too early.
okay.
like-
But don't we get
I
screwed?
think Aphelios is good, but
Did we
what's up?
get screwed though, like for picking Aphelios Trundle and then they go like Kaisa Nautilus or something?
If they go Kaisa Nautilus, don't we just take up Morg here? And then I know Morg Aphelios is bad, but Morg completely neutralizes that lane. I thought. Or is that not a
But
good?
that
matchup?
doesn't fix a team fight. You know what I'm saying?
What about
Well, are you playing for team fight or lane?
Well, if we picked Aphelios, so probably team fight.
Probably team fight.
Am I wrong? I thought that it was just like the meta right now is just trade Nautilus for Leona either way. Like you take either one. Kind of like the set Ornn stuff that was going on.
Regardless, either way, we're going to be getting one because
They can't ban it until our
they
next
haven't
pick.
banned it yet. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So I
what-
think
that's what-
Aphelios Trundle, and then we get guaranteed and not or Leona.
Okay, so let's
Which
keep
is
going.
fine.
Let's
Keep going. Let's keep. But so far the draft is okay.
So we picked the top side. They end up picking Kaisa into response, and then we go into second ban phase. So they ban out our mid laner, and then my response is okay. Let's ban things that'll like destroy our backline. Like so, they cast it in the Mordekaiser. I don't know.
Yeah,
if,
Cass is a really good ban.
and the Mordekaiser all is like what I was really afraid of. And then
Yeah.
we run into the problem here is that we have a very limited mid pool, and I don't have a direct idea of like what to pick for mid lane. So Potts recommends Vladimir, which I personally know is going to be really weird inside this team because
Yeah.
Vladimir doesn't respond.
Greasy
well.
says, and I quote, "I hate the Vlad pick."
Yeah.
I was trying to play some 4D chess to try and force you into picking me Yasuo, to be honest. I was like, okay, I suggest Vlad so that it goes top lane because it won't work mid lane, and then I
this
get
is, this is the game too. I think I might have even recommended like, yo, maybe we should just pick Cassio here because we don't have any other options.
I really don't want to play that champion, but
I think Vlad was a
Fine.
really strong pick.
I just don't like it very much.
Really? Okay. Because the Vlad didn't do. The
I
Vlad
haven't
pick doesn't do
practiced
it.
it.
Well, Wimbles didn't do it, but Vlad the champion destroys that team. You watch, like I mean, he's
Vlad
not very good at
beats-
Vlad,
Vlad
but
beats Olaf pretty hard.
Vlad beats all of them. He beats Braum because everything goes through besides his E can go through his shield, so he can't protect anything. You know what I mean?
I
He
was-
beats everyone on their team.
I was gonna
But
say
he
though is
can't
that the
pilot him.
the Vlad is just like. Okay, I guess if you're saying you can't pilot, then that destroys my conversation because I was saying that
Well,
the Vlad
I
didn't
mean,
do anything in this game, like
Yeah,
outside of lane, like he just farmed.
I know
and,
that.
And
I
then
know.
also they end up picking the Azir, so we can't even go mid lane with it.
Yeah.
So
I
think-
hate the argument of he's not good enough, so your argument doesn't count. I hate that argument. I want you to say your part,
Right.
but I'm saying in this specific scenario, it seems that Wimbles isn't very comfortable on scaling tops. I don't know,
okay.
but I don't know.
Yeah, because
Like
I mean, I
gameplay.
was saying like he didn't come online like he didn't actually
know.
start doing anything in the team until he got 3 items, which was when the game
Yeah.
was already ending. So
Yeah, you guys were already destroying, so by then it doesn't really do.
and
anything.
then the counter pick to Azir, we were really looking like through our mid laners. Like I mean,
It's long range.
everything you
Xerath, Vel'Koz.
Everything that Azir has is the best matchups we could pick is like Echo, Diana, low cooldown champions
What?
that can all in him constantly.
Dude, no.
No.
What beats Azir all game long, like not just early, you need to think about late game. Like Azir's a scaling champ. What beats him is super long range, like Lux, Vel'Koz, Azir or Xerath.
That's not
Corki.
really that. Azir gets the problem with that is Azir has full wave clear and push advantage against those champions and can abuse their really
no
long
way,
cooldowns.
no way, dude. Against Xerath and Vel'Koz, they have equal push.
Not really because their cooldowns are so long compared to Azir.
No, dude, no.
especially in the
100%.
early game.
I agree
Dude,
with
I've,
Mar.
yeah,
like
Theo, thank you.
Yeah, I agree with Mar. So, like those, like you want the super long range to like match the Azir later game. Like exactly what he said. Vel'Koz, Xerath, and Corki are all
Oh yeah, Corki too.
Viable.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
all extremely fire. I think Corki's my fit
Poggers.
Okay, I'll trust you on that
Yeah.
one. My bad.
Mhm.
because I think Porky is my favorite one into it, just because you're able to clear the wave and just match his wave clear, and then
Yeah.
and like you won't die because Azir's not a an execute champion. He's more of a he'll poke you down in lane and push you in, and
Yeah.
Porky can easily match that.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, then our response, so like because of like everything I have here in the notepad starred is like what we can play basically for mid lane, and so like out of our champ pool is like really restricted, and besides Gangplank, I mean I don't know, we just end up going.
You guys really need to pick up Gangplank. Like he's so undervalued right now. He's so strong. Like I don't know. I'm gonna keep telling you guys until you start
I'm not
picking
playing him mid.
like,
I've decided.
no, don't play him mid. But
I know it's just
he's so strong.
Wimbles plays it. He just needs.
He needs a lot more games.
Work on it though.
Probably.
all right. Let's get to
Anyways,
it.
Anyways, moving on. What's up, Theo?
I was gonna say like yeah, I'm right. You're right. GP is really good. As soon as he gets like, is it level 13 or 11 that he gets to take right down on the barrels?
It's 13, or is it 11? I don't know.
13 sounds right.
I think it's
And I
worth
think
13 once he gets
Azir,
next.
or not Azir, Gangplank has great. Like he's a very oppressive laner against melee matchups, is he not?
Yeah.
Yes,
Like,
he is.
And
And
my
his
gold
skills
player
better than.
experience, I think he's just a disgustingly strong laner. Like he has
He
all
is.
this kill pressure in the first 5 levels of the game. Always.
I mean, in that case, we just need to start playing it more in scrims. Honestly.
I haven't seen Wimbles do
Give
it
Wimbles,
like
give
that.
Give Wimbles the practice, or if necessary, have Marsh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might even need coaching for that one.
Oh, that's on you. That's on you, Gracie.
Have you seen my GP?
That's on you, buddy.
Have you seen my GP though?
All right, as
It's
far as
bad.
like
Don't
jungle,
watch.
as far as jungle goes here, I was really like I have no idea what to do with this game because bot lane we don't have kill pressure against them, and then the mid lane is
Yeah.
like Yasuo needs to scale, Vlad needs to scale, so I'm thinking full clear, and then we'll work for dragon probably.
Okay.
I think
Well, let's continue the draft because I feel like we're getting stuck up on stuff that's like not important. Like I just want to go
To
over
argue-
gameplay.
Yeah, I'm
a
right.
little bit more.
You said the
I think
draft.
Yasuo is not terrible into Azir for a
Who?
couple of reasons.
Who?
Because Yasuo's strengths in the early game is that he does not have cooldowns, and that he has solid wave clear and great mobility, which basically beats out all of Azir's early lane dominance, right?
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah,
basically
I mean-
he wants to be able to push you in and poke you and contest you on waves, and he cannot do that with Yasuo because he can't ever use his Q, and he can't outpush Yasuo, which just makes him lose to Yasuo the first levels, and then Yasuo can scale not as hard as him, but I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. Continue. Sorry, my bad.
All right.
Before we start, does anyone else want to add anything? Because I'm gonna take like 2 minutes AFK to show my brother these 2 graphs, and then I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay, be right back. Yeah, you just do any final stuff, and then I'll go over it.
Do you
One
mind if I
second.
start going? Okay. I'm gonna just go over the full clear because Theo's clear, or Theo is here, so we can look at the lane states when I look with FGs and stuff like that.
Are we done with draft? I guess is the question.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we're done with the draft.
We spent like a lot of time on draft.
38 minutes.
Yeah, so I have it on 1.5 times speed. Just tell me when to pause and stuff like that.
Yeah, so pause here. So like, I'm rewinding like 10 seconds. So you gotta like, fastest way, you gotta remember, auto, Q, auto on the big wolves, 2 hits on the small wolves, and then back to the big wolf, kite towards your raptors, and continue. But yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know we were talking about that while I was playing the game because I'm not very, let's say,
Yeah, and like Wing sooner, like right
Yeah.
here. So like, pause it right here. So like, what information did you gather from
bot lane.
looking at your lane states?
Shit, I need to look at it now because I don't remember.
Yeah.
I probably should play slower for that too.
Okay.
So I think he started top side, judging from where they came out of the brush.
Okay.
But I think they were already in lane for a while, so maybe they just put vision down.
I mean,
Yeah.
early
Like, who are you against again?
I'm against fuck,
Olaf, right?
Yeah.
Olaf.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm kind of expecting a full clear because I don't see how Olaf ganks any lane besides mid lane right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
Yeah, you should just be full clearing and then resetting as soon as possible. Maybe getting scuttle.
yeah,
Because you have no kill pressure anywhere. Like top lane's immune, bot lane's sort of immune.
Is
Yeah.
it
And you can-
realistic
and-
that Olaf would level 2 me there?
I mean, we
What's
would
up?
see him walk for Raptor work. He's walking straight to mid.
But yeah, you could.
My untrained player experience, I don't know. I don't know how to jump clear effectively.
So like,
I should
you
take a
could
second
do it.
point Q here, most likely.
Yeah. There's no reason to start E here. Go E here. If you're going for the full clear, always get 2 points in Q.
Yeah, I started doing that now. It's just like this game was like first in a while.
And like especially because if you know Olaf started bot side, and the top crab is gonna get contested. You know,
right.
Yasuo's getting priority mid.
So I'm gonna do
So-
pros anyways. Yeah.
Yeah. So, when you go for scuttle, obviously like we talked about, you can fight the Olaf early on as long as you dodge the first Q.
Yep.
But now that you have Prio mid, none of that matters. You can just rush straight to scuttle.
Yeah. Like
are you guys can you guys because I won't be here for it. Can you guys like?
We're already
Gracie?
recording.
We got it. We got it.
Okay,
We got
okay,
it.
okay,
We
okay.
already
Can you
talked
speak English though? That's the real question. Holy.
I'm eating right now.
Can you
alright?
can you fucking head ass over here? Anyways.
Holy
You guys are
shit.
interrupting me. Alright.
No, we weren't. It's
Yeah,
fine,
yeah,
Mal. I'm just
yeah.
teasing.
So this game, I wanted to say
Wait,
this
wait,
preface.
go back. So like I can't stress enough like small micro things in jungle because the seconds like really add up. So like if the plan like if we're gathering information here, right? We already have the Yasuo 1v1ing the Azir.
Right, the ignite,
And
high flash.
Yep, and we know that Yasuo is gonna back off. So if you're setting, Olaf now has one option, right? It's going through river and, right?
Oh, but he's
Like,
bot.
He's bot, right? But waste his time, and so we should be looking to kill that skiller right away. And like wasting pillar here, like this is like there's no reason to have wasted pillar here.
Okay.
Like there's no reason to have stopped him.
Yeah.
What you want to do?
You know the reason why I did it, right? For the resistances. Like I understand that this is bad now because I realize that because I did that, when I go to gang top lane, I have no pillar available.
Yeah, and then if you had kited it towards top, you have gone to top sooner. Which
Yeah.
is like
Yeah.
Well, I was also scared about vision because I mean it looks like Maokai just warded, so if I push it top, he'll see me clearing it.
no, it doesn't matter. You have pillar up and then your W.
And
Right,
you-
you just and
Sorry.
red buff, like you just outrun him, like you just literally just run him down.
Okay.
even if he sees you too, it doesn't matter. Like you're still doing the same thing. Like even if you get the kill or not, you're still relieving pressure off so that he can freeze top.
Yeah.
Like regardless, it's still doing the same thing. Even if you don't get the kill here, you should be wanting to set up the freeze ultimately so that you don't have to come back top for a while since you're going to be full clearing. Does that
Yeah.
make sense? So I wonder if Wimble's hard pushes this or not. And also that should be kill. Wimble should flash auto there,
Yeah.
but he doesn't.
Go back. I want to see the wave
I
state.
don't think he's. I think he's gonna hard push. Fuck.
I don't
That's
know.
it.
Is there a key to go back 5 seconds? This should like.
Yeah, just
your
the
arrow.
arrow.
Yeah, your arrow. Actually, maybe 10
Well-
seconds on Twitch.
well, you
have
have
to be
to-
playing it.
You have to
Yeah.
be playing it. Yeah.
Oh,
So wait, hold on, pause it. You want to like?
back
Can
up.
you,
this.
See, that should be freezing.
yeah, that's freeze. Yeah.
But he's gonna need help freezing because he can't win that 1v1. He's too weak right now. But if you help
Is that a
him,
freeze? It looks like
Yeah.
all
That
the
is a freeze,
casters are
yeah.
hitting his last wave's caster.
Yeah, but he's got 3 extra casters, dude. Actually,
Yeah,
4.
No,
But those casters are gonna die instantly here.
What these
No.
ones?
I mean,
I
the
mean,
one
that's-
Casters right now.
That's still like 1 or 2 waves of freezing, though.
Yeah, it doesn't
like,
matter,
Slow
like,
push, but that's
it'll
good
slow
enough.
push,
probably.
It doesn't-
generate into
doesn't-
freeze.
it doesn't matter which one's aggroing which. If he has 3+ in general, it doesn't matter. If it's 2+, then it matters. But
The
it
wave's
doesn't matter.
already Here. You're right.
He has enough to where it doesn't matter which one's aggroing. If they kill the backline before the front line, which is almost impossible, then yeah. But here it's gonna 100% freeze. He just needs a little jungle presence to make sure he doesn't die. But once he does it, then he's gonna pull so much pressure.
So
That's the whole point.
yeah.
you
So
know?
what points do you have for me, Theo? Like in terms of jungling here, besides the pillar W and river?
Yeah, everything was like that was the one correction there, and then you're hugging the wall, which is good because fastest way.
Yep.
And then
I walk straight
you want-
towards the brush because I'm like trying to do shortest path possible, basically.
yeah, exactly. So play it and slow it down.
Oh, okay. 1 time's okay, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the mistake here wasn't yours. I mean, you could have had pillar, but Wimbles can flash auto that.
Yeah.
And he's dead, but he didn't.
Yeah, I was even trying to tank the auto for him to do that. So
Yeah, I
mean-
saw you. Yeah.
he still gets
Wait,
back
you
to.
not- Did he not have pillar there? Did not see that?
I didn't
No, he
pillar.
did.
I didn't have it up, but Wimble's also
It
had
was
flash.
up at like the last possible second, and it would have trapped him. But I don't think it would have mattered.
Yeah, and also
flash
Wimble
out.
should
Yeah.
be freezing that, so that's really sad that he's pushing that in.
He has
Damn.
TP too, right?
It doesn't matter. The whole point is to get a TP advantage and lane advantage, because freezes will always
Force
win
you
over
into
TP advantage. Yeah.
I have a question.
If you freeze, you'll force them to TP back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a question in terms for like doing this Krugs. Is this bad for my tempo or?
Yeah, it is.
It is. You should just reset and get on the Gromp ASAP.
Yeah.
Okay. That's basically what I was thinking. Okay, and then I
And
end up
and
seeing
now
Olaf,
you're just
so-
wasting time. All of this
Yeah.
is wasted.
So okay,
So
so,
like we saw the Olaf earlier, right?
Right.
Like we saw him bot side.
so I thought he was gonna reset. Personally,
Like as soon as like that top gank, like this bottom
Attack.
side's yours. Well, not the whole bottom side, just the Gromp. But he does take your Gromp here because he does see you
Yeah.
gank top.
So then then I guess it's fine because then I guess we're gonna split the map. But then that means we have to split the map for next rotation too. Otherwise, well, actually yours might be up faster. So if you
Yeah.
switch it back to lateral, then it'll be
That's
fine.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Because
But
if he, what's up?
And he didn't take my Gromp either.
but I was saying like so like the whole like I already talked to him about it, but like the decision making like needs to be like quicker, you know, like
Yeah.
a little snappier because like
That's what I told him in the past too. I've told him that. It's
I'm
just
working
I don't
on
think he
it.
believes me.
like, because like okay, like you fuck around at Krugs, right?
Yeah.
And like that time spent, and then like going all the way back there, then walking all the way back to his Gromp.
Right,
how
like
many
30 seconds. That's like camper
Yeah.
2.
Plus the recall, like you know, like
Mhm.
that's like 20 seconds you could have been like bot mid, setting up for that dragon play because as Trundle, like in this game, like your ganks suck. Like there's very little that you can actually accomplish
So-
unless they're like
I need
brain
objective
dead.
control. Right?
Yeah, but you can force the objectives, and you need to be able to try to out tempo the Olaf in the earlier levels because at a certain point, there are level breakpoints where it gets a little bit harder for you if he's getting more tempo.
Okay, so I only get rewarded here because he didn't clear my bot side like he should have.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, even if he cleared your bot side, it depends on who's clearing faster. Because you want him to kill yours faster, so that way you can yours have a faster spawn. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah, but it's correct to run back down here. I think also Fire when you're there, you should check if his Gromp is up. So you can fix his pathing.
Yeah.
Save
I'm
time.
still playing.
I was
Mine.
calling here that Olaf's gonna probably do a desperation gank because I took his Gromp and now he's either doing Wolves Raptors or he's gonna look for a gank immediately.
Yeah, because we already know he reset, right?
Yeah.
But if we knew Gromp was up, going to Raptors might not be optimal because.
Well, I'm looking to match him. That's why.
Yeah. But also I'm just saying in theory, like it might be better if Fire just checks the Gromp real quick and then. But we see a mid, so interesting.
Can we like go back a second? I want
I
to
missed
see.
my NATO on the fucking Azir. Yikes.
He shows up mid now, so interesting.
I started
must have-
pathing immediately.
Azir's out of soldiers.
I think
guess.
so. In that particular, like, it works out here, but I think in that particular situation, you want to stick to your hug your left side because that way he's closer to Raptors.
Yasuo?
So you can- yeah, so that like both of you, so you can be there quicker.
Yeah, I've told them this and they just don't like me. I don't know what's going on. I told them this like 20 times. Pots, come
What?
on, dude.
What did I do here?
Hug the
Sorry.
side where
I'm
your
busy
jungle is.
1v2ing. What do you mean?
You
I
hug
literally-
the side wherever your jungle is, so that way it's 2v2 very quickly.
I was in the top side and then I ulted the Olaf. What? Okay.
What
like-
when it pans down, you're shown in the bot side of
Play it
the-
back. Play it back. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm hugging top here.
I think
Play
Yasuo.
it back.
I mean, you're hugging bot side
I'm
here.
hugging bot here, yeah, and then this play happens, and then
Pots
continues.
goes.
But hold on, but right here, like there's no reason to be hugging, but because we know Trundle just took the top side. The only
Okay.
other alternative is bot side for the Olaf.
Okay.
Like clearing those camps.
I mean,
Like,
there's also,
if Olaf is
Unless you're gonna
for
try to
some
dive
reason,
bot,
just
but,
probably
like-
die.
I think I need to work on my own jungle tracking because apparently I just don't know where anyone is on the map. Like, this was a surprise to me that Olaf was here. Not gonna lie.
I also
no.
do
Like,
think I called for Olaf he was topside, so maybe I should have updated the team on where his pathing is.
Yeah.
I also
that-
E'd the Olaf before ulting for some reason, and I couldn't kill him because of it. But
Yeah, I think that's a really a point for improvement there too, because in the Syndra game, like your first two deaths were like you should have never died in those situations.
I agree.
Yeah.
One
You
of them,
didn't kill
I
Alpha
tunneled
Mesa
on.
from them, so that's good.
I tunneled on trying to break the freeze on the second death, but we can get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get to later, but we'll talk about that.
overall it wasn't a great split series for me, but
No. I thought
got
everyone
carried.
did their part. Everyone did their part. Like not everyone
I
executed
did my part
it.
for the
but...
enemy team on this game, but
You
whatever.
carried
Oh,
us through the
Pots.
Pots. You carried us through the early game. This
Come
game.
on, Pots.
100%.
I should
Pots,
be
you
like
have
6-0.
improved a lot.
I should be using F keys here. I think
6-0 to 6-5. Smile.
I mean, there's not much to be looking when you go to F keys. You're mainly just looking for lane states.
Well, I was
you
looking.
don't
I
really
should have
care
looked for
about.
top because top I think traded really heavy.
Yeah.
You see Vlad's health. He was like full health before.
And to be honest, like the fact that Wimbles is pushed that far up means he doesn't know how to lane. Like as Vladimir, you don't ever want to be there. Like that
No.
is the worst spot to be in.
Blow
So
your W and then they'll just run you down.
Could it be because he fucked up his freeze and needs to bounce the wave?
it doesn't matter. It doesn't take that long to bounce a wave if you play it correctly. Like it maybe takes 2 waves for it to rebounce back into you, but he's not. Actually, I think it's like 2 waves. It only takes 2 waves to bounce it. But I don't know. Like staying up there in that spot is really like so you guys need to communicate to your laners. Like okay, that's a really bad play. Like we have no idea where Olaf could be. Like he could be resetting or well, he's probably topside now. But...
No, he's not.
I would be really
Well, he
pissed
just-
if
he- well, he just-
started telling me how to play his lane.
He
or
just
how to play my lane.
The dragon.
Yeah,
the
he's
dragon.
resetting and then he's going topside now, or is he?
He was full health off of reset, so I don't think so.
Hmm.
I feel
Well,
like
like,
out of
this
all
is
of
too-
us,
Yeah, see?
Marshy
Oh,
should
there
be
it
the one
is.
to
Okay,
tell him
so he's
that, though.
bot.
You know?
Yeah, we just smack him in the face here.
But regardless, I think my
He's-
point still stands. Like even if
tilted
he
way too early.
even if he isn't there, like the fact that he's keeping the wave in such a it's
Or
been
spot.
it's been in that spot for like 2 minutes now, and it doesn't take that long to reset.
Yeah, so he's
I
probably
don't know.
auto. He's trying to
I
auto
agree.
Also,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
the
this-
pillar. The pillar was really early. Yeah.
So, like this gang sec too, like you could have been here for like 30 seconds earlier. Cause like pause for a second. So like, this happened.
Wait, what? You keep cutting out, or is it just me?
It's probably my. I need to buy a new mic.
Okay.
But like the mishap that happened up top, like wasting that time. You would have gotten down there by the time that scuttle has spawned, so he wouldn't have gotten that scuttle. So you've seen him walking into that dragon, right? So that's point 1. And at this point in the lane, about 15 seconds ago, bots slow forcing, and so you could have had a possible gank there, depending on how they played it. So just a small optimization. Like it's stupidly
Yeah.
important here.
Yeah,
You're right.
it's-
You're right, Theo. It's the small stuff. Like it adds up. It really does.
Okay.
Like,
I know,
seconds actually do matter.
I'm aware of it. I just need to like practice this. you know?
Yeah. That's good that
Yeah.
you're aware of it. It's stuff like this for every lane, like bot, mid, stuff like little things that actually change, like you like diamond to like master, or like master to grandmaster, you know,
Or out
Gold
of
like
dark
3
side.
to gold 1.
or gold 3 to gold 1. Yeah.
I
Like,
want
I'm not-
it so bad, man. I don't know.
I'm not quite like if that Olaf didn't ult, I'm not entirely unsure that he couldn't have just like they could have won that. I think him ulting there was kind of troll.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. He could have ulted the Nautilus Q at the start, and then maybe he changes the outcome. But I think Aphelios just shreds him. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
But he didn't
his
have flash.
items-
Never mind.
his
Yeah,
items
he
are
didn't have
so
flash. Working on him.
But yeah, see what I mean is like Wimbles' wave state is still there, and it's
yeah,
been
it's been there
almost
for like
like
3 minutes. Yeah.
and that's just so
non-stop
bad.
Pushing.
And Olaf should be resetting topside too, which I think I
Poor
said.
Wimbles, we're just roasting the fuck out of him.
They didn't even here to defend themselves.
I mean, he'll get a lot better if he can control that, right? So.
Yeah, and that's the same thing you're gonna do on like any scaling laner, like Gangplank or Vlad. Whenever
on
you
your
push in
side,
like that,
right.
you're just handing them gold to equally scale with you, which is not what you want.
I guess with Gangplank, I guess with Vlad is like, it's a little different. Actually, a lot of his harass is very single target because like his empowered Q is what you're looking for. But with Gangplank, a lot of your harass is pretty AOE, which makes it kind of hard to freeze, doesn't it?
Well, no, you don't
just don't
AOE.
trade.
You can just Q them and then keep your barrels up for whenever they trade into you, and then
I
you
hit that Q,
then
by
you
the way,
AOE
visual
them.
bug.
Pots, you can make the tournament on Monday, right?
Yeah, sure.
So basically, me sitting in this bush was also looking for mid here because I'm pretty sure they
I'm
didn't have
looking
vision
to
from
yell
the trinket.
No, it's okay to make this play. I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, did you need a flash for that? Like we had smite there.
Like even if he doesn't die, like
Zero had flash still, didn't he?
He did flash.
It-
Yeah.
he did flash.
Regardless,
But like even if that's the
And
case,
ult. He could have ulted me. I don't know. That
Well,
was.
but listen
that
to
was-
their point. Listen to their point.
well, like
Yeah,
even
but-
if he does flash, like it's never worth like following that. You already sitting
You
on him,
already
he
have a
loses the wave.
lead.
Yeah.
It's not like
You're-
him dying one more time is gonna really switch the tide of this game. Like what's switching it is this Rift Herald here. So you got him out
but
of
it looked
lane, no
really
sums.
cool.
That's perfect. You don't need to
Alright,
like.
my bad.
It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It was
It
cool.
was,
I'll give
it
you
was
that.
the Yasuo
It's-
mechanic, yeah,
Oh.
man.
So,
That's the Recon Seacrest special. I practiced that one for 20
Yes.
minutes in the practice tool, you know?
Oh, so I think a general point for like all of you here too is that like I don't know, I know Tunnel's not doing it, but pressing tab and gathering information for like their CS and what items they have is like so imperative into making correct decisions. He's not doing here like as often as like I would be. Just knowing how much CS the Olaf is, just continuously tracking him and knowing what he's doing and which items and which lanes are getting ahead slower, or if they're really behind, to look for dive plays or any like an item breakpoints, you know.
I typically look towards the mid game for doing that stuff. I understand, and I need to practice that more earlier on to press tab because I've gotten good enough to do like FT, so I should work in the tab there as well.
It's not just your role too. It's also like that's like a universal thing. Like everyone should be doing it.
Yeah.
You know. Anyways. Also, I
So,
just want
wait.
to point out what's up.
So I was gonna ask like, so Rift here mid is like the best,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
But we
Yeah,
only get
it
like
is.
160 gold for it, don't we? Isn't it better to just hold on to it for a bit?
When okay, here I got this one, Theo. So when you're in a losing position, you want to defend like a triangle sort of position. So that would be like tier 1 mid, tier 2 top, and tier 2 bot. You don't want to defend
Okay.
those outers because it's really hard since they're so far apart.
And so,
So
they'd start
if you
collapsing.
break the triangle, then it's much like.
But
if
what
you
I
go-
mean is, we
What's
won't
up?
break the triangle here if we rift mid. Because
will break
we're
the
only
triangle.
taking 2 plates. We're still 5 plates mid. We can't take the turret yet.
Oh, okay. I'm not saying you have to rift immediately. I'm saying
Yeah, I
you
think
should be
That's what I thought
looking-
you were saying. That's my
yeah, I
bad.
think if you wait for the
Like,
play,
like, what are
we
you talking
eventually.
Yeah.
I think if you wait for
But
the
if
play,
I-
we do rift mid.
Yep.
Yeah, because if you're in a winning position, you want to break up mid. If you're in losing, you want to keep their mid there. Because
Yep.
like you want to keep tier 1 mids so that it's easier to defend.
I also looked at it from the standpoint
Is
of
it-
like our type of team comp is scaling. So if we can break the mid, we gain a lot of insight into like vision and as well as like wave control.
Yeah, just terrain.
We
Just
can
terrain.
take
You
more
get
jungle
a lot
camps.
more terrain.
And that's that, and like Olaf is a champion that like he's constantly getting outscaled. Like he's running for his life just not to get outscaled. So like the second that you start really like
Threatening his
getting
jungle.
ahead of him,
Yeah.
like he kind of suffers. He just kind of like starts starving. And
Yeah.
I think the best way to get the rift down and make sure that mid's gone is that if we try to get prio bot and then call for a 3-man dive bot. Sorry, not bot. Mid lane. Depending on like what
I
Olaf
think-
is doing. Probably on an Olaf reset would be best. But yeah, go ahead.
Is there ever a point? I remember in one of the games, I was pretty tilted, but I was saying that we shouldn't rift mid. Is there ever a point where if you have like a fed solo laner or a fed bot lane that it's better to just break their turret so that
Yeah.
they can just
Yeah.
start roaming around the
Mhm.
map?
Like
You-
it's
like-
all situational.
Like it's not
but-
universal. You just always rift mid to break mid.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Generally it's shifting the lane that is ahead and down at 2.5 plates. That way you get the full gold for it, because you gotta remember that the lower the plate amount, the harder it is to take the tower. It gets more resistances. So you want to rift at later.
Unless if
It's
it
2 or
resets,
is it
then
3? I think it's 2, right?
you come back to it.
It's you can do a 3 and then auto finish it.
Yeah.
It dies
Does
at
it take-
Regardless-
half.
Regardless though,
Yeah.
like ulting mid just randomly doesn't work all the time, because I know Greasy, you kind of have a habit of just like getting rift, walking mid, and using it, which isn't
Mhm.
always
remember
like.
that.
Some,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I think I'm getting.
I don't know
little
who would
better.
do that. That's crazy.
That's
No,
crazy.
wait, Greasy,
I'm kidding, I'm
Greasy fucking always rifts mid. Are you kidding me?
I
I'm
don't
very
like-
aware of that because he's like, all right, we're gonna rift mid. Our mid laner didn't hit the turret at all because they're bad, and we're gonna get 2 plates for it, and there's our
Yeah.
160 gold each, and we're gonna walk away, and now we don't.
Yeah,
Have
when you
But-
can save it.
But if you're behind, I don't think like that's necessarily the worst thing to do. Like if
Right.
you're in a scaling matchup and you're behind and you get rift because of misplay or whatever,
Mhm.
rifting mid then recalling to get out of the 2500 range to give that 320 gold straight to your mid laner would be an alright thing to do.
I think it depends on the matchup too. Like if
Yeah.
if it's not a scaling matchup, you're better off giving it to somebody who scales a lot harder. and try to get them into the game. But if it is a scaling mid, like if you have the Azir and then you give him the Rift, like that would be
the instance he's
so
talking
good.
about is like when we were playing game number 3 with Syndra.
And then you just walk mid and Rift for no reason.
No,
I
I didn't, but I was wanting to give gold to Potts, but Potts argued that top was so far ahead that we should play around.
That was in Nemesis. That was a different game.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
I don't know if it was this series or a past series, but it was like every game you would get Rift.
Yes, that was like 2 weeks ago or last week. Yes, and I understand.
Yeah. So then
we've talked about this before. This is not new news, you know.
Anyways, continue.
I'm trying to improve.
It's okay. It's good to bring things up and like revisit them so that we can
reinforce it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine if we repeat. Like,
all right. Can we talk about the rewords?
Thing that works interestingly is that Yasuo wall not only blocks Azir knockback, it actually deletes the wall where your W is, but leaves it visible. Whereas if your W is inside of Azir's wall, you can walk through that portion of the wall, but the wall will still be there in that portion. Like it'll show visually. I
probably would have
waited, but you can walk through it
a little bit.
I don't know.
Yeah, I used to wait it here. Like you have W up, and Yasuo, like you could have easily waited here.
Okay.
It's okay.
Just so we don't take extra damage.
I think the outcome is still the same, but it's just about like the little things.
Timing. Like you would have gotten probably like maybe a second or two earlier.
Yeah, and then also like I want to talk about warding. So now that we take down this tier 1, like we should. Warding is really important. Like we don't want to ward too far in to where we can't do anything with the vision. Like we want to put it like. Can you pause?
Yeah, so from like you basically saying like behind the dragon pit basically, right?
Yeah, behind that pit or like whenever the next objective is. So like if the Rift, wait, what is the timer on Rift?
2:59. 3 minutes.
And then what is the drag timer there?
It's
4:06.
Yeah. So we don't need any more vision on the bot side, right? Because we can just put Wimbles down in bot with TP, and then the macro should be to ward up against near like deep in their blue side jungle.
Okay.
Like no vision in bot at all. We don't care about any of that.
Yeah, I know the like, or I don't want to say I know everything, but like I understand the macro rotation, but whether or not we execute it is I think entirely different. Like we need to.
Right.
Me and Fire are like working on getting better as moving as a unit, but I think we still have weak points, and I think that might be due to me because I like the farm, but we'll see.
It's okay, and also it's better to ward like, not side to side but front to back because that is much more information than side to side. If that, I think.
So you said instead of a brush line, you want like across the river?
Yeah, brush lines are really bad. Like you want it up and down to cover multiple sections of the jungle, so that way when you kite or when you fight, you can cover more areas. Because side to side doesn't tell you that much. Yeah.
I think I understand that.
Yeah. Like it's easier to fight front to back than it is to fight like two different fronts, if that makes sense.
Not ending, I promise.
Nice. That's good. So yeah, so right here. See how Wimbles is pathing top? That's really bad. And see how Malvex backs and repath bot?
Yeah.
That's really bad.
Yeah.
I think the reason why we did
died,
it
my bad.
is because we understood that there was 3 minutes, or no, it's 2 minutes on Rift, and we had like time before another reset. But you're saying to go earlier, and
I mean, yeah, you
can just take the top turret, like our bot lane goes, and then Maokai can't contest.
I see what Greasy's saying. Greasy's saying that they're gonna reset one more time before the Rift, but it doesn't matter. If you're gonna reset one more time, you can just path there and then reset anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
like it's still the point still stands.
Okay.
And then dying. Do we win this 2v2? We do. I'm pretty sure we do. Oh, it's 2v3. Okay. Well. Okay. 3v3. What the hell, dude? See, macro is just so bad from both teams. Like, okay, you guys played well. Don't get me wrong, but this is not ever, in theory, the correct play.
No.
Okay.
But it's fine.
Because it
it's
works
fine.
doesn't mean it's right.
But we get.
Yeah. It's okay. It works. I mean, it's fine. But I think.
What time is on Rift right now?
It should be like a minute.
30, right?
Yeah.
Minute?
Okay, yeah, maybe it's not good.
No.
I feel like we
it's
could take
fine.
this turret and now we reset here and we're there at the 50-second mark, right?
All up
it's
the
okay.
side, right? So like that ping should be like this, like the sort of thing before. During the game, like that you going top there like never works. Like there's you're not gonna kill him right there.
Yeah, we talked about
vision.
that point. Yeah, that was like ambitious, and also I should just went straight to his jungle, so not waste 15-20 seconds.
Okay. Can we pause here? I just want to cover this. Okay, so if we were playing by theory, what should be happening is all of our vision should be established up in this top side, and then we look for like really big picks or plays where Wimbles is like we freeze top wave and we freeze mid wave, so that way we force the enemy into their jungle where we have the vision like vision control, and then that way we can make big hooks or something before Rift Fight. Like, it's okay to break open that tier 1 bot, but since they're losing, you don't want to break that open because now it's easier for them to defend vision and to defend their lanes. You know what I mean?
But don't we just get all this control in their bot side jungle now?
Yeah, but that's not where you need the control right now. You're better off just leaving that tier 1 up there for the dragon fight, and then you can play around that with the dragon.
We take it after. We take
or take it before.
Yeah, or take it after Rift before dragon, right?
Or even like we have to Rift too, and then dropping it for bottom, and then forcing that to secure the dragon 100%, and then you can just follow it, get prio mid and then follow it bot, or vice versa, whichever is better based on where they are in the map.
Yeah, it's all just about like reducing risk, because if you have a lead, you don't want to play with risk. Like when you break open tier 1, it lets them freeze really down far into the lane, and then okay, I'm talking about in theory. Like if they are playing on theory, when you break open that tier 1, freezing waves becomes much more punishing than it does at tier 1. So if they froze that wave down there, if Braum or whoever's down there freezes that before the Rift, you guys lose about like 5 waves of CS because they freeze it. So that's not the correct play by you guys. But knowing them, they're not going to freeze it. They're going to hard shove it or slow push it, and then you guys aren't going to lose.
Don't you want them to freeze it though, like before an objective, because then the wave's on their side of the map, so they're actually losing CS?
If that, it's all situational. There is no objective on that side of the map. So if they freeze it, they're actually getting so much more value than you guys.
Well, yeah, because they can farm safely, but then they have to concede Rift Herald.
If there's a dragon on that side and they freeze it bot lane,
they can't get Rift Herald anyway. We're stupidly ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why freezing bot is like the better play for them.
Okay, I mean, okay, then, yeah, I agree.
I'm just trying to help you understand on theory. Like, if this was a higher elo match, like they would ask you to break open that tier 1 because now they don't have to send their AD carry up as far to CS, and they can worry like about other places on the map.
Okay.
I don't even think he's that far behind right now either. So like.
Yeah, he's not.
Like
and
one
so,
throw
like,
can
that's
bring it
advantage
back.
to him.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm just trying to help you like visualize things like on a different. Like I want you guys to play at a higher level, not at gold and plat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, makes sense.
So, anyways, don't compare yourselves to these guys. Like you should be 3-0ing these kids. You know what I mean? Like these guys are fucking dogs.
Well, it was fun. I'm gonna start inting now, I guess.
Yeah. You guys actually threw really hard. I was so sad watching.
Yeah,
like the game should have been over so
fast. I think me and Fire were
playing it.
Me and Fire were frustrated too because we're like, yo,
holy shit.
Like we've done the best we could to like bring the team.
I was beyond.
You put the game in my hands, and I just like threw it into the trash. To be honest.
Wait, what did you say about this play? I'm sorry.
This smite is probably not good.
Yeah, because now I don't have it for Rift.
Yeah, but everything else is fine, I think. And then nobody here is with you, but
you if he's dead.
God, you guys are so bad. It's just you have such a big lead that it doesn't matter. Like, bruh, you guys are not playing this correctly.
Like if they were more even, if there was more even, like you're all dead there.
Yeah, if Olaf is matched to the Trundle here, dude, that's not worth it all. Because now they have Rift.
Like Vlad dies there, like.
Yeah. And then Affiliates is bot, and then now we don't have Rift, and then we can't
what is the correct
dragon.
play here?
So besides, so bot rotates up, right? And then it's looking for a ping and establishing vision before the referral.
Yes. So your only job here is to kill someone before Rift. Only one person. You don't even need more than one.
Right, because then you secure the priority.
Then it's 4v5, and they in theory should not be winning a 4v5 when they're behind.
And they have nothing to really force the fight either way. So like.
Yeah. So then you still have tier 1 top. You have tier 1 bot open, and then Dragon is respawning. Midwave is crashing, so then you grab Rift, you back, you get camps on the way to Dragon. It's all about efficiency, right?
Yeah.
Like, Rift should have been dead, and you guys should have been backed and killing camps and running to drag before the enemy.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I think we're up to like.
What's up?
I think we're up to like 3-4 minutes wasted. You know that we could have like done.
We're behind on plays, yeah.
Yeah. So then right now Trundle should have been
already
like, either
resetting
in his top side clearing and backing, or running to Dragon to set a vision with Nautilus. Because Nautilus, you're boarding topside here or walking around topside does absolutely nothing. Even if Greasy's up here, it's not the correct play. You need to be down there establishing vision on drag. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think what Marsh is trying to say is basically just we need to play efficiently and then move to do vision before the objective is even out.
Yeah, you can't be boarding as it's
I'm trying to remember if Were we trying to make a play for Dragon here, or were we trying to do Rift? I can't remember.
We wanted to do Rift because we still had,
Okay, you know why it was top Marsh? Because we had just talked on Saturday about I can only award for one objective at a time. So what I've been doing, I've been doing the last few nights is asking what objective we are focusing on, and then wording around that objective, which is why I'm topside here.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that should have already been done. Was the point? Like
and that's a team macro play, right?
Yeah.
What I was saying is like we already have Vision up here, and in theory, Rift should have already been dead. And like as soon as you're out of wards, you should just let the team know that you're backing, and you should just get the fuck out of there and go get wards, because like that's basically 90% of your kit is just warding efficiently and warding before anyone else can. That makes sense. But anyways, it's fine. Like just you should start recalling as they're 2v2ing. If that makes sense. You don't even need to be up there, as they're. I don't know.
And anyways. You were saying before that we like played this so shit. So like, what is the correct play if a skirmish like this does happen? Because obviously, like 2v2 skirmishes top lane is something that I think me and Wimbles need more work on probably.
Yes.
I mean, I probably wouldn't have smited even if you kill Maokai.
Right.
Like,
so then this is point on, right? That you're saying we played like shit. So
well,
like,
okay. Well, I think Theo.
Leave Vlad to die and tunnel on the Azir feeding.
Honestly, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to play with this. This is just such an awkward.
So this is just like silver, right?
Yeah, and it never like. This should never work if like they're even. Is the point too? Like.
Yeah, it's like
if you guys are stuck in this situation where this is happening.
Right, Olaf should have already ran him down. Azir probably.
Yeah, I feel like
Azir would have killed you.
Greasy, in that scenario, as soon as you get Azir to flash or ult away, you just turn on Olaf, right?
Well, I can't slow him.
Can you rewind
so,
it?
Yeah, I can rewind. So like I can't kill Olaf. So the thing is like Vlad's dead no matter what there.
Why?
Yeah, like, can't you just turn around and kill him?
No,
no. You do lots of damage, don't you?
I kill Azir faster.
Okay, but Azir flashed away, so you have to flash to follow him.
Alright, so he flashes.
Wimbles has an empowered Q coming up,
and
you can just turn around and kill that guy.
And look at.
You have Pillar coming up.
Yep, and Olaf's mana is like he has room for one.
He's got 200. No, he's got 200. That's more
Q,
than 100.
Right?
E doesn't cost mana. E costs
Oh, I don't.
And also, he has red buff. So like, who's really easier to kill here? Is it the Azir who just blew his entire kit in flash, or the Olaf that has unstoppable and plenty of mana to kill Wimbles after he comes out of pool?
Well, the question is whether or not
Wimbles
is.
I think it's honestly the Olaf because you have W right there. Like you just smack him down.
Plus, I think you don't have to burn flash in that scenario either.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Azir lives, but he's already like 0-4 at this time, right?
Right. He's worth
Look how long
gold.
Vlad is living. Like, I mean, actually, I don't know. Vlad kind of just got fucking one shot there.
Well, I think it's also partially because
I think if you're sorry. I think if you're in between the Vlad and the Olaf, like his character is forced to move in an awkward way around him, making it harder for him to get the autos as the Vlad goes back, and you're faster than him. So either way, you get the flash from the Azir. Either way, you don't flash, and you potentially kill the Olaf and keep Vlad alive.
Okay.
Because Vlad.
Yeah.
Plus, so you would have Pillar there. So I mean, he's unstoppable, but he can't walk through the Pillar.
Yeah, but he doesn't get knocked up, so don't.
The knock up doesn't really matter.
But if you stall for like 3 seconds, Vlad will have healed like 800 health because he'll get an empowered Q and then a regular Q and then another empowered Q.
And then that's the situation too. If they had won that's Rift and Dragon gone, which just gives them entryway back into the game.
Yeah.
Even though Soul's like not the best.
Don't worry, we
but the Rift Herald's so valuable because it slows us down. But I mean, I think we had a better late game anyways. But I see your point. I see your point nonetheless.
I'm just saying, I feel like in fives in general, it's better to save your teammates than tunnel for a kill, because
it probably also tilted Wimbles a little bit,
Yeah, I believe actually after that happening, because he just left me.
Listen, the matter of the fact is that play should not be happening. You and him should not be running down a Maokai before a Rift fight. Like, regardless of who should have saved who, the whole thing in general is just not correct. Okay.
It's not a mechanics issue. It's
like Wimbles can be upset that he should have saved him, and Greasy could have done XYZ, but you're like the root problem was just making that play to begin with. Once we get turret, we back up. We don't need to chase Maokai. Like, It just doesn't need to be made. That's the problem there.
Okay.
Even if they win the 2v2 harder, it doesn't matter. The outcome is still the same. So, I don't know.
All right. And
you guys are picking on stuff that is not irrelevant to the outcome of the game.
Yeah.
Sort of.
And this is how we end up VOD reviewing for 4 hours every time.
Yeah, like that. Like who should have saved who is not important. It's why are you making that play? Like why did we make this play?
My comment was more so not to this scenario specifically. It was just in general. I feel like in fives, because it's not just Greasy. Is not we people in general tunnel on kills sometimes.
Right.
And then
Okay.
flashes when we don't need to, and then just it comes
You're
back to
right.
bite us in the ass.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying.
That was what I understand what you're talking about.
Okay, I understand where you're coming from, Fire.
Can I talk
I
about-
wasn't misunderstanding. I was
talk
just
about
saying
this
that
dragon?
this play needs to be moved on from. It wasn't that bad of a play. It wasn't a great
Alright,
play.
it's my turn to get flamed. Come on, let's move on.
I want to
Let's
talk
continue.
about, so after Dragon, do we reset here or do we look to do Rift mid lane?
Okay, wait. Can I just look at the map 1 second? So we get drag. Honestly, you would want to be cracking up bot, and the reason I want to justify that is because, like, you don't need to play. Actually, you could go top or bot, but you have to pick and choose. Like, if Baron is the next objective, then probably bot.
Okay, so you're basically looking for side lane pressure?
But you guys have to decide, like, do you have enough Baron damage, or you probably
Yeah,
do
they do.
because
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
Aphelios, Yasuo.
Yasuo, Frundle, like.
Yeah, so then I would suggest like dropping it bot with Wimbles and then like dropping it all the way in the base. And then that way Wimbles can walk with it and escort it, and then
So,
you guys can time
if
the
I'm
Baron.
here with 500 gold, right, and their team is just off a reset, what do we look to do? Do we look to like bullshit like
freeze waves?
Yeah.
Freeze waves is number one. Look for people overextending. Walk around with jungle and secure vision, and then you want to look to make a play with Rift and bot side.
Okay, so
that
immediately
Wimbles-
after Dragon, at this time, you would say freeze waves.
Yeah, like see how Malvex is hard shoving this wave for no reason?
Yeah, he should just be
If the
last
enemy's
hitting,
better,
or-
If the enemy's better, they catch this wave, they freeze it, and then now you can't do anything because they freeze it.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you can try to break it, but there's no point.
Right. I'm asking because it's like you saw how the map like awkwardly moved from okay, we know what we're doing to what are we doing now.
Yeah, and then now we're mismatching, so it should be Wimble's bot with Yasuo top.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Nautilus needs to be walking around with you and securing vision and playing, and you two need to play together.
realized this a little bit later, but it was
Yeah, like all of this is pretty sure. Nobody's taking camps. Nobody's nobody's like
most of this game.
freezing waves.
Mal,
Everyone's just
I
hard
forget
shoving.
what game Mal mentions this, but he does mention that
Oh,
one thing
yeah,
we do as a
it's-
team is we just don't take
Camps in between
on
the-
Like all of this
Yeah.
right here is not necessary. Pushing in this tier 2 doesn't do you anything
So like,
at this point in time.
while my team freezes waves, should I also be taking like camps on my side of
Camps,
the map?
help
Camp
freeze.
warding.
Okay.
Yep, ward, help help look to freeze when they contest.
Yeah, because I want to avoid downtime after objectives, like when it's awkward positioning.
It's okay to have some downtime. It's not actually downtime if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, right. I'm saying I didn't know
What-
what to do.
What's your itemization here, by the way?
What?
What's your itemization here? Like, you've been sitting on this clock for, like...
I know.
He was gonna build that into Tabbies, but he decided to build Mercs, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what- yeah, I thought the Tabby's buy was pretty troll too. See,
Yeah.
okay, this is dude, this is trash. Look at that. Imagine if we just froze the wave. None of this would be happening.
Yeah.
Man, and Malvex misplayed it too. He flashed over away from you guys when he could have just. Can we rewind? This is for you, Mal. If you rewatch, Mal, if you just flash back into your team, you guys win this fight. But regardless, this shouldn't be happening. So watch what happens. If you flash the Azir ults, or if you flash after.
So like we see Olaf on the top side jungle.
Isn't
So
the
should we...
Azir ult too wide? I don't think you can flash it.
No, you can flash over the Azir ult.
Over the wall, just not the push.
Yeah.
You can flash the push.
Well, you could just do that too.
Oh, I thought it was too wide. Maybe I'm just bad.
Yeah, it's okay. No, you can flash directly over it.
I wanted to ask though. So we see the Olaf here. So should we be hugging our bottom side wall or just backing out of mid
To
lane?
start with, we shouldn't be here in the first
Right,
place.
so
But in
yes.
the case that we
Okay,
are
so given the current state, if you see Olaf topside, you don't even need to be here.
Right, so
just
just get out
let
of the way.
Yasuo just back up, completely back up, and then let Yasuo get the free push, because now it's 1v1 in bot. Right? Because if you see him there, it means it's 1v1 bot, and then he is a free 1v1. But now it's not 1v1. Now it's 1v0, and then Yasuo just stays bot and
I'm
opens
not
up
supposed
turret.
to rotate here, am I? Yeah.
Yeah, just keep pushing.
I go back, I think, yeah.
He has, the Aphelios has the right guns to clear, and it'll be okay.
It felt like, I don't know.
I'll be back.
Our team fights, like, we have such great
So watch.
potential
Pause.
force.
Wait, one sec. Look at where he ults. Like Mal can easily just flash up to you, Trundle, and then none of this happens. Watch. Yeah. Just keep watching. Okay, well now that he's pathing there, now he can't. But you'll see what I'm talking about. Keep going. Now if he just flashes back into you, look, if he just flashes back over that wall there, he's completely safe.
Yeah,
But
probably.
he's flashing completely away from you guys.
Yeah.
It's just
At
really
that,
like
yeah. At
really
that
makes
point,
no sense.
at that point, don't blow the flash, right?
Yeah, don't blow it then. What?
Okay.
But regardless, the macro from both teams are really, really weird. Like nobody's setting freezes. Nobody's.
No, the enemy team. Like, I don't want to like compare myself to the enemy team because they suck.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah, that's good. Good mentality. But I mean, this is fine.
This is it. This is
You
just
think
it.
This is fine.
This
No,
is
this
the
is
last
fine because we're breaking
or
tier
the first
3.
int.
If we break tier 3, it gives a lot of pressure for the Baron play.
Okay.
Okay, I was more worried about the fact that I feel we just could have gotten in him for free.
Yeah, we also gave like
don't
6.
die
We just
there.
gave like 3 kills to Kai'Sa with that shutdown.
Okay. Well, I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
but like
the
getting
part
them off
where
the turret, right?
Yeah. Maybe we just send one person to do that, and then the rest just tunnel the turret. But even then, that's really like you don't need to do
I'm
that.
just saying more so in general, like in that scenario, instead of diving,
give them
we
the
just
big 1K.
focus on
If you guys are planning the dive, Vlad should be rotating like much.
we also did not. That dive was not
Exactly.
planned
So it shows that
whatsoever.
it's unplanned. It
It was
shows
all
that.
just autopilot, to be honest. past the
Yes,
first
we
15
love
minutes.
autopilot. Yes.
Okay, man. Whatever. I'm trying. Okay.
The whole game you were talking about how strong you were. That was pretty autopilot. It was pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
I'm just kind of inting, I guess. I don't know.
Guys, I'm so strong. It's like, you want a high five or what?
Congratulations, I guess.
All right, I get to play Yasuo once. I get to play my main goddamn champion
Hey, we
once every
at
20
least
games.
we do pick it for
Pause
you. At
it.
least.
Pause.
Vision.
Okay.
Sorry.
No. Just get out what
I'll tone
what you
down
guys
the
want.
ego, and I'll just not ever pick Yasuo again. I guess that's fine.
Well, I just don't want us to keep talking over the VOD. Like, say what you want to say, and then let's watch.
No,
you know?
it's good. Just keep watching.
No? Okay,
I'm
let's watch.
all goes downhill from here. So.
Okay.
This is true.
So we're not freezing waves again. We're not doing anything actually. We're just auto pushing. We're gonna just randomly start Baron.
What do you mean randomly start Baron?
We saw like a lot of the
I
team
mean-
members bottom jungle, so wasn't
Okay,
random.
all right. I mean, they don't know that you're not on Baron. Like, we're not top. We're not mid.
Who do we send top then?
Interesting. I wonder where they are. Where could they be?
Yeah, but then again,
Oh.
like we
Okay, but
also
if they come to us, we just walk away and.
No,
they
we
lose
just walk
towers.
away. Yeah.
we also knew though, like we
this is a good play, is it not?
We also knew what. Continue.
that we had a fast Baron with the Yasuo Philios. Like I knew that.
Yeah, that's
going
fair.
into this draft.
Did
have
we
a
see
fast
the
Baron,
Olaf back?
We have pressure in bot, and
Did
they
we-
have to answer us.
Okay. Did we see the Olaf back?
We
Because
saw-
I did not see
We
him
saw
back.
Olaf bot side, I think, at one point. There's like
we
3 of
must
them.
have, we must have, otherwise we.
Let me see.
wouldn't
Let me
have
see.
started,
Wait.
right?
Let me see.
It also might have been through deduction because we didn't see him in his top side jungle.
I just. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
we don't actually see him. I think.
I mean, I don't know.
we saw 3 people bot-ish side, and we just I guess assumed. Okay,
Yeah.
start
But-
Baron.
Don't we just hard win a 4v5 because they have to send Mao bot or anyone bot? And
Olaf,
then we just force
yeah.
with Nautilus R and we just win.
Well, now it's
I should have ulted
4v4.
that.
This is let's just reset. It's okay. Now we just 4-1 and I mean the game's done.
Oh, yeah.
Spot goes on for quite a bit longer than that though.
Well, yeah, I mean this should be
So we
GG.
should do.
I'm sorry.
So now this is where we really need to pay attention though to like what we're doing wrong for
Yeah, I mean,
macro.
Okay.
I need us to win while
Can
they
we
zero
rewind?
ult.
Because I know what we did wrong.
Yeah.
Let's rewind.
Do you want me to slow it
Yeah,
down
this is
or
good.
should I pause?
No, this is good. Okay, Pots. Honestly, you kind of just threw the fight.
Yeah, this is the one where Potts goes in the back line on the. Oh, this is support,
I
right?
needed to either mechanically play it better or just not go for it.
No, you just don't ult this at all. You don't need to ult that at all.
Mm.
What makes you think you need to ult that?
I can hold him down for long enough for a few hits to kill him.
All you have to do is charge your Qs and look to get onto
Okay.
Like-
like re-engage.
Can we restart this?
Yeah.
After.
This is a good hook, but we don't need
The follow up.
the R. We don't need all of our resources on this
Oh, my
guy.
win wall's down. That's why.
I remember saying. Yeah.
I
so
remember the comps.
I just.
Yeah.
I didn't. I should have said I'm looking.
What,
but
Potts even said it in the comms. He said he needs to get onto like the backline, like Kai'Sa and the Braum. He doesn't need to tunnel in on the front line. I remember he said that in comms, and then the very next fight, like 10 seconds later, he instantly ults in his ear, and it's just like,
Yeah.
you could have waited 1 more second for the Nautilus R to like knock them all up, and then get even more.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty sure, Marsh, that's exactly what.
That's what you said, yeah.
What we were talking about after
Yeah,
that
you were
fight.
talking about it the fight before, like you were talking about it right before this, and then you just misplayed completely. But either way, it's whatever. Does Vlad have TP or is he just like spectating? Is he gonna play the game?
There's TP.
There it is. There it is.
Wait, but we have a.
Whoopty fucking dude. The fight's over,
No, we
buddy.
don't, actually.
The fight's completely over. Oh my goodness.
Oh, hi,
Wimbles.
Wimbles. How's it going?
Please
Nice
play the
to see
game,
you
dude.
here.
Please. Oh, Wimbles, are you here?
Yeah, you just showed up as you started playing.
Wimbles, you got a TP, dude. Holy.
Alright, man.
All right. Let's continue.
Wimbles, just so you know, I'm recording this as a video, so you can watch the earlier laning phase. For any notes or comments made, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
All right, let's continue. But yeah, we should just get set up vision around drag here. Like we don't need to push this in. Even if we get that inhib, we're just gonna increase their gold income. Like.
It's already pushing in without you there either way.
Dude. Well, now they have increased gold income, which okay. We better end the game soon.
Oh boy,
Let's
do we
see.
not end the
So
game soon.
what did you want us to do here with the Baron? I'm sorry. So just push Nexus turrets, or
You didn't need to push any of this. You just need to set up for that drag. Because if you open up the first inhib, it allows their carries to get really, really strong.
right? With
What's the in-game time?
23 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, alternative, like, and I can't stress this enough because I'm ending it too. Like, if this is a play to crash this to push the wave, then we need to align top and bot wave too to crash at the same exact time. Like, we can just get the free gold on the outer turret that's still down there. That's still up, right? It looks like it is.
Bottom lane, yeah.
Alright, take that, and then on the we should be setting this up prior.
So the proper Baron macro is to push bottom lane in, potentially take out the tier 2, and then obviously in this time we vision bot side, and then rotate the dragon coming up.
And then rotate drag, and then camps reset, and then play us 4 or 5, probably 5.
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty common for early Barons in general. Is you want to get as much free gold you can without
avoiding breaking inhib because of
giving the opponent extra gold.
Because when you take that 22-minute, 23-minute Baron,
right, they get like extra waves of gold XP.
You crack open that inhib, and you don't end within the next like 6 to 7 minutes. They would have soaked an entire inhib phase. Also, does this work?
Wait, let me rewind this so you guys know.
This doesn't work.
So maybe I should wait for Nautilus, but I was walking here to put a pink down and sweep.
They just death pushed you, honestly.
Yeah, they were already
had vision of you
rotated.
the entire time.
I had stopwatch the whole time, but yeah. I don't know, like, do I face check that or what?
You don't need to. All you need to do is just get onto the Baron.
You're saying
control that.
Vision here doesn't matter?
Drag.
You can just red forward that river brush right there
Just
and then pull it down. So pull dragon down, so that way if they fight you over the wall, they're at a choke, and if they come through top, you see them.
Okay, I agree.
Did you start dragon by yourself?
Potts said, yeah, he queued it.
Cool.
I did? Oh.
Is that all HP lost from dragon, or is that...
Yeah,
Not probably, it's
Zero
Wind Dragon.
soldiers. I got double
okay.
soldiers.
I was gonna say probably because Wind
I get
Dragon's
2 stacks
stupid.
for a pick.
And I also,
See, and then if we pull dragon down...
Yeah, but Scuttle's there.
and I don't have smite up.
If we don't have smites.
I don't
It just spawned.
Okay. Hey, I didn't think they were death pushing. I don't know. I have Vamp Scepter. That was my.
We hard lose
That I
this
can
fight, I
sustain.
think. Oh yeah, Azir has some pretty good ults here, and we just hard lose.
Yeah, I don't know if we need the ult this here there either. But
I get armor pen for it.
yeah,
That's why I
I'm
went
over,
for it.
yeah.
Huh.
I wanted my armor pen.
Oh, we actually still.
You
win
can
this
just
fight.
let it play out, and then we can watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It did, I guess it's just me, like, it's easier for me to pause and look and then pause look.
Yeah.
Do you want to rewind, or is that, like, pretty clear?
I mean, the only reason we win that fight is because we're so far ahead that we can afford big mistakes like that. But damn, that was.
Where are you
sloppy.
going?
Can you
I
rewind
want
this
to end
real
the
quick?
game.
Rewind.
Oh yeah, Potts immediately calls.
We
the
have an
end here,
inhib wave, and 3 of them
and
are
I'm
dead.
like,
Can't we just push for
we
ends?
definitely cannot end.
At 23 minutes? I don't think so.
Okay.
Phillies is dead, right?
Yeah, Phillies is
I'm
dead.
And Maokai was still alive. We didn't. Yeah,
I should have win was the Azir and shuffle again. It's just another mechanics mistake.
Oh, dude, the only reason you win that is because did you guys not just see what Kaisa did there?
We'll run it in?
She just ran into the front line.
Yeah, well, also, Wimbles had a huge flank, so Kaisa can't take all that damage.
That's
yeah,
true. That's true.
she jumped into the front line with my ult, so she's
Yeah,
taking
exactly.
like 15% extra
Holy.
damage. So
She just okay. Wow. Okay.
Actually, I think I remember talking maybe to Theo about this. Like, don't we
Oh.
all shouldn't we all just rotate to Nexus turret?
I think when I was watching, I was like, you probably could, but like looking at it now, I don't think you
Like
can.
20 seconds
Dude,
on Kai'Sa, 20 seconds on Zero. When
Dude,
I don't think
dude,
you
by
can.
the time
By the time we get there, they're up.
Yeah.
Right,
it takes 10 seconds to get there, and then that leaves like 5 seconds of just hitting
Nothing.
turrets.
And plus we got.
I think on
That's
the next
really-
fight
Yeah,
when
we
you
got-
guys get it, I say it. I don't remember which one.
No, it was this one.
Oh, the next fight is bad. I flash it.
Oh
and
yeah,
that's bad.
I think you say end here, Theo. I
Plus,
think.
like,
Yeah,
if we
that's
don't,
wrong
if,
for me.
Yeah,
if
it's
we
okay. it's
don't,
okay.
if we don't, or if we attempt to end here, we don't get Dragon, we don't get this turret, and we don't win the game.
I think if Aphelios was up,
It's
I think it's
possible.
really
Guys
it
are
is.
trolling.
yeah.
It's okay. I mean, I think the Windrake 2 is still really strong. Like that is pretty
You
much
think
game
so?
over.
I think it's like the worst one.
Well,
I
it's,
mean,
it's
I
okay
mean,
with
it's
Nautilus.
away
Glad
from
Nautilus, it's really good, isn't
It's
it?
very situational, in my
Like we
opinion.
have
You-
high
you-
impact ults this game.
You don't
Well,
have
not,
to
like, high
take it
impact
for
ults, but ults
yourself.
that
Just
are really nice.
take it away from them.
Their ults are pretty high. There's like 9 ults that matter in
So
this game.
okay, so here, right?
Hmm.
Baron isn't up for more than like 2 minutes, I think.
Yeah, so we should still be freezing.
So what do we do with mid wave? We just let it crash and then
Well,
catch
mid
it.
camp,
Right.
mid has. That's why you don't want to take that inhib, but it's okay. Let's.
I'm
okay,
asking like
let's
what's the macro?
So then in this spot you want to be putting 1 bot and then like 4 top.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what
And
we
then
do.
the
I feel
four
like- I feel
top-
like-
To
Just like
freeze
jungle.
or just to
I would
push?
say I feel like in general, like if we're not doing it in the map, the correct play is get camps, freeze lane.
Yeah,
Right?
and make the enemy like
Awkward.
fight for gold or like force them to lose gold by freezing. Because if they step up to the wave, you can see them clearly and make good plays and fight them.
What's Aphelios' items here? Has anyone
He's got Hurricane, I think. He's got 3 items. I
Definitely have
believe.
Essence Reaver.
Yeah.
It's ER, Hurricane, and IE.
Damn, we're not freezing this.
I don't know. I
tried
think
to, and then I fucked it up, and I had to bounce it. I think. Did I not?
Okay, but even if it bounces, it's still gonna be in a bad spot, right? Because
Right,
now
'cause
it's
gonna take like 3 or 4 waves to actually come
yeah,
back.
it was fine all the way up there, to be honest.
Yeah,
honestly, I think
for
with Aphelios' items, if we're timing flashes too, because Azir flashes down, right?
Oh no.
If we're all here, I think you win
Also,
this.
pause. Okay, this is just a huge thing. Like you guys should be fighting on the top side of that wall. Like you don't need to be on this bottom
You're
side.
saying hug this side, left side?
Yeah, like okay, just in this game specifically, Azir can get over this wall and kill you all. But also just in general, it's just better to fight along the top side of the wall because it's just better. There's more terrain to kite, and there's not as many choke points. Like right there is a big choke point for you guys.
Mhm.
Kai'Sa can hit all of you for free, but you can't hit her.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
basically-
obviously we just talked about like we should have froze that wave, and also like I'm trying to force this push really hard.
Yeah.
I thought that was the right play, but yeah.
Yeah, but even if you are gonna make fights, Aphelios or backline needs to be on the top
Yeah,
side.
you're saying
not,
don't
like-
fight here because then they have us around.
That's a
basically.
huge choke point, yeah. And
Yeah.
a Kai'Sa and everyone can hit you, and you can't hit them.
Look at that. Look at the Brummel.
That was a really good Bramble too. Yeah, see, if you're on the top
wasted
side,
my
it's
wind wall.
much harder.
Already. That was pretty bad.
I think
Yeah, I tried to
beforehand,
hold here and I literally just can't move. That was fun.
if
I
Vlad was
can't.
16 and we're all here, we like
My ult
we
is
turn
up,
it
but I
down.
don't ult the Kai'Sa. I'm just kind of hinting.
I mean, I'm pretty
actually.
sure Vlad is here right now, even at level 15.
He's still
We
clean
still
though.
win this.
Yeah, because
Wait,
he's got 3
where-
items.
Where did Nautilus ult just go?
Yeah,
So
sorry.
Nautilus Ult has a channel.
Yo, Potts is
I
actually
wanted to
hard
flash
trolling.
EQ, okay? I wanted to flash EQ when
Yo.
invisible, okay?
I
It would have
forgot.
worked.
I
You
honestly
can go
forgot.
invisible.
No, this is the dive.
So
Love
that-
we're rewinding.
Cut
This
the
is
tape, cut the tape.
Okay, here's the deal. Yasuo flash EQ is literally undodgeable unless they predict it with flash. And so if I flash EQ there, I can kill the Kai'Sa instantly. But she went invisible, and I didn't realize that she had that up to her because she hadn't done it yet so far this game.
Can you just finish the target though?
Look, are
Like
you
if I flash
kidding?
EQ there,
I couldn't like you see her go invisible, it's when you're like just click on the easier.
You know, just maybe this is forcing it a little too hard.
Like
Yeah.
that is just.
You didn't even have the
so-
wave there.
I mean,
Like-
they're under, if there's no tower there, maybe.
Jesus, dude.
maybe, but even
yeah,
then.
I know.
Okay.
And
a little too
alright.
high speed.
know.
Even like
Yeah, look at the
Fucking
predicts
get it.
though. Look at the
Players.
predicts.
Yeah, basically.
Oh,
That's...
and then you throw it. Oh no.
It's because I already queued my, I queued my Q, you know what I mean? Like I've already pressed Q,
Yeah.
EQ,
Your
and so
input.
because the E got cancelled by Kaisa invisibility, the Q goes out no matter what, and I can't stop it anymore.
Is that really how that interaction?
It's an input.
plays
Yeah.
out?
If he EQs,
Yeah.
It's, I've already input the E in the Q, the E gets cancelled, the Q goes through.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Oh.
dude. All I know is that play in general just.
Oh yeah, then Aphelios flashes over the wall too. Forgot about that.
Dude, and then he almost fucking 1v9s
He
them.
almost, he almost.
now this one replays for Mel.
This one's for Mal, yeah. Mal.
Sorry.
He was trying to pop off.
I don't really blame
Honestly,
Mal.
I
there's
think if he,
Wimbles.
what,
I
And then
don't
there's
blame.
Wimbles.
There's Wimbles.
honestly, I think if he comes there, he kind of smurfs on him.
Yo, he was like, they're so low.
Does Wimples have flash there? I feel like Wimples commits too. Just
Yeah,
fuck
you
it.
think
Oh,
he got him.
Wimbles has ult too.
100% dies here, I believe.
No,
No?
Dude, do you have flash there?
I don't think so.
Oh, there we go. Here it is. Here it is.
He flashed out of this, I
No,
think.
he
Oh,
walks
okay.
away. He walks away.
Alright, I'm gonna speed up to Baron. Okay, this is a good spot.
All right.
This happens again.
My
Yes, this
We
happens
do this
too
again a
often.
couple more
as
times.
as soon as we lose this fight at that fight in him, I'm like, my butt is so clenched.
Yeah.
now. I'm
There's
like,
10 more
Oh,
minutes
we're
of
gonna
this
lose
game.
this.
This is
and,
anyone's game.
I was
this
like, guys,
one
you
and 9
can't.
Azir does actually 1v9 us a few times more. You
Yeah,
know?
I was like, I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, we can't choke. We can't choke.
me and Greece this
Jeez.
entire game was like, everybody stop doing whatever the hell is going on right now.
I was so high for this game.
The thing in the league is like if one person
I'm
ints, like
really
The
sorry.
Everyone
whole
has to
team's
follow up.
inspired.
yeah, it doesn't matter if you're a pro or if you're just like
Yeah.
Iron 5. It's just how it goes.
So again, here we're looking to freeze and then catch.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I keep making
Yeah.
this play 'cause I keep thinking this is the right thing to do, but
Yeah, this is just trolling.
I'm something
He's
wrong-
gonna freeze up there.
I'm something of a troll myself because I wanted the slow push before Baron.
Nah. You don't.
If you're gonna slow push, don't clear the melees, clear the casters.
Yeah, the back line.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because then
because they have higher
tank all of
DPS.
it. Yeah.
Mhm. So.
And I think it's
I see
too
what you're
close.
saying.
It's too close to them to ever slow push. It won't stack anything. Like it'll stack one
That's kind
wave.
of stagger
maybe.
here. Like you
Okay,
have that
so-
Aphelios gun, like you should always commit to finishing the Baron and
Oh.
then trying to fight. Like
I don't
Okay,
use
let's
my wind
rewind.
wall again.
Yeah.
Actually, let's just watch the whole fight. Yeah, just watch it. Don't
Where
pause.
is my
and then-
wind wall? Oh, I used it on the Baron. I
Let
see.
me see.
That was a mistake to use it on the Baron.
Now
no
dies.
pillars, way
so-
too early.
Yeah. My
Damn, you
pillar-
shouldn't have pillared yourself.
Yeah. I thought. Yeah.
See.
My cursor this game was a little off on every pillar. Like I don't know if you noticed, like 3 pillars.
Okay,
missed.
rewind.
All right.
Thanks.
I played slower. If you could.
The play might just be to everyone
Yeah.
disengage while Trundle finishes.
He kills himself.
So
Or, like, it's
everybody
either-
just gets out.
Yeah, it's either that or like you all could just commit. You had the Zir turret. They had to like walk past that Zir turret, the Aphelios turret. So they all have to walk past that.
What
yeah,
I'm
Vlad,
what I'm
Vlad's
saying
way
is
too far back here.
what I'm saying is like Trundle could have just finished Baron and then
Everyone
They
is
all
getting
Can
could've
out.
we listen to
walked
the
out.
comms here? Actually, I want to hear what the
Yeah,
thought
let's
process
hear it,
was
let's
because I
hear it.
think half of us were trying to back out.
All right. We need to be quiet, right?
Can you put it in max, please? Yeah.
Yes. Watch out for the Bromwell. No. What the fuck is that?
Is there any? How do we turn this up?
Here's end it.
I think the fucking OBS was lagging. I didn't even know about this.
No, you also
Guys,
have
you're
that.
at 70.75 speed. No wonder. That's
Yeah,
why.
you're
Oh.
not normal.
Oh, holy shit.
I was like, guys, you not realize that?
Oh,
Okay.
shit. Alright.
Alright. Everybody shut up.
We need you to tank.
Thinking. Watch out for the Bromwell. No.
It's 2k.
Here's end it. Finish it.
Nice. We can just walk out. We don't have to fight. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Literally can't move.
No one's
Just
focused.
say Baron, say Baron, say Baron.
Yeah, just get out. Leave.
That's the end of the
Okay.
play.
I think I know the play. If anyone can stop that Azir, that should be their priority.
Who stops Azir though? Let me
Fire,
know.
fire.
I
needs to
can
be-
stop
Yeah,
Azir with my
100%.
W.
That's
100%.
100%
But I
fire.
use my W on
It's
Baron.
100% me.
But
There.
we also
Yeah.
one thing we
But
lacked.
I was
We had-
in that scenario. I was like tanking the rest of the
Yeah.
team. I should have been on the other side of it. But
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
and this
What's
goes into Okay, so when we start the Baron like in fight, like you have to like think about like what can possibly happen in every scenario.
Yeah.
Not like literally every scenario, but like okay, if Azir goes in, what do we do? And like in this, preemptive fight, like playing out the fight in your head and talking about it
Yes.
while you're sieging, while you're freezing,
Yeah.
to make sure that everyone's on the same page.
Right.
Also-
we were
also-
trying to practice that, but I wanted to say before we
Yeah.
get into the fight is the Achilles heel here is that we had vision on the top side, but we somehow did not catch that the Azir was on our flank. Maybe because he went through the blue wall, or he walked around this ward by Wolf Pit.
Or it's just I don't know.
Yeah. So like
Flanking
regardless-
with Azir the meta now or something? Like what
No.
the fuck?
He
Why would
is.
you do that?
He is meta right now.
He is very
yes.
strong, yeah.
No, I mean like why the fuck would you ever flank with a hyper carry? That just seems so
That
dumb.
is what he does.
He's a
That's how
front
you
line.
play.
You can just
basically.
get in going front to back though. Like you could just shuffle into them. Why would you flank? It just seems
I don't
dumb.
know, dude. I don't know what goes on through
Because
his
he wasted
mind.
his E. He just
Yeah,
You
that just
wanted
seems
to
like
make
a
a happy
dumb
place.
call. For
Also, look, like all of this is prevented if pause. Wimbles, you need to be farther up, like
Mhm.
like in front-
literally.
here. Oh.
Yeah, like he needs to be on top of
Yeah.
them, and then fire. All you have to do is just look. We see Azir. We literally see him on the map.
Yeah.
Like,
I
look
guess.
at that
Yeah.
Olaf axe is going great for Filio.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
fire clicks here. I don't know like how Azir dodges his CC though.
I honestly think Azir.
Okay, now he's clicking here. He's
But see how you click
There's
down?
a lot of differences, a lot of distances, real quick.
The thing is, Wimble shouldn't even be positioned there. He should be
in front
dodging.
of this.
He can pool literally all of that and get to their back, and then that leaves you guys all versus Azir, and then Yasuo can follow up on the backline too.
So he should
it
be
all
playing
comes
this like
down
the
to the fact
Aatrox.
that I also used my W to
Yeah.
save Baron damage for no reason.
Yeah, he needs to be playing Vlad like Aatrox,
Okay.
not like a fucking I don't know.
Backline.
Like,
Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand.
yeah, and then I think Fire needs to really reposition a little bit differently, and so does Mal. Like Mal needs to be farther up,
Like here?
like
Like
up where Potts
towards,
is.
up
Oh,
towards
like
river.
against the
Up-
wall.
Not
Yeah,
not
but-
in the pit, but
Yeah, like here.
I'm pretty sure his thought process there was that he saw the Braum and didn't want to get
Right.
caught in with the Braum.
yeah. And all he has to do is position behind Trundle, and then that way Trundle takes in all the skill shots, and then like see how like he. Fuck, Azir should not be able to do that. Like,
yeah, I think Fire
Yeah.
maybe messed up a little bit because he clicks
Yeah,
forward
yeah.
and then he doesn't click back, even though
Yeah.
we know Azir is gonna look to engage.
Right,
I
because you
guarantee-
block the
I-
engage.
It was the incorrect play. I guarantee I was not looking at Azir. 100%.
It's okay. It's okay. Everyone here is kind of out of it. The only two that are in correct spots are Greasy and Potts. Everyone else is kind of in an awkward
Yeah.
place.
I might have even been able to stop him if I didn't use my pillar so early. Like if I pillar him mid E.
No, that's not your job. That's
Yeah,
not your job.
Okay.
Plus, I think what I was trying to do, again, poor positioning. I was
Mm-hmm.
trying to do was look for a ult on Kaisa because we had been talking throughout the fights of if I just get an ult on Kaisa, Potts can kill her.
Mhm.
This is
essentially.
true, yeah. Because we knew
Yeah,
Kai'Sa was the
okay.
DPS dealer for their team.
Because I was ulting Azir like once or twice early in the game, and then we're like, stop doing that, ult Kaisa. And so,
But you guys win front to back, right? Because like look at
Especially
correctly,
when
yes.
we
This is
have
done,
that
like-
one ability that blocks their like 3 linear engage ults.
Well, I was gonna say
That-
they have backline access
not
though.
used
Like
here.
they have Olaf, Kai'Sa, and Azir. That's backline access. So fighting front to back is really like
Okay, but it's impossible to kill me in a front if they have backline access though, because I can just dive their backline and then I
Yeah.
just escape
no. I
instantly
agree.
with
I
my
agree.
dash.
But like, what did that ever happen?
It's
It happened in the
supposed
last
to,
fight.
but
It happened in the
never
last
does.
fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
how many tacos?
I
tacos
misplayed
stuff?
most of this team fighting phase of the game.
How
And
many
by that I
tac-
mean all of the team fighting phase of the game.
What are you
I
saying?
misplay
Theo?
most of the game, actually. Just all of it. All of the game was bad.
don't beat you up so it's too bad. I mean, you were ahead for a reason this game.
This guy doesn't know how to play Azir, I think, is
Once-
an accurate representation.
Theo, what were you trying to say? Or were you saying?
I was
something
just
about
wondering
the
like how many chakram stacks did Affilius have there?
call? Oh, I have no idea. I'm not aware.
Yeah, because if he had a lot, then like they're all dead.
I think he already died. So that's like.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Regardless, the positioning could have been a little bit, like actually not a little bit, like a lot different, and then the outcome would have changed completely just based off of where we're standing.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah, and for like Trundle's job here is not to like jump on the back line.
Right, he's
Like,
supposed to
that's
just
never-
sit in the front and make it really hard for them to pass.
you know.
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah.
Do for most of part of it, I think, right?
What?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
You were
Yeah.
standing in front of me. You weren't standing in front of Mal.
Yeah. Okay, so now we understand that the next fight's probably gonna happen at the Dragon. The Hibbers are back up. map's kind of reset.
Frozen Mallet's troll. It should be Frozen Heart, I think actually.
No.
What?
Nothing. I'm talking about my own builds that I'm building here.
Oh.
It's incorrect.
You look Derek.
No, I went PD.
Okay.
This was before I started experimenting with 4th item tank Yasuo, which I think is a lot better than.
So
I love tank gas.
Wait, did you go Blade?
yeah,
No. I went for
Death
Death Dance instead of Blade.
Yeah.
So I
Blade would have
bet.
been good. I think it's just really expensive, and I never had money to buy components. I think.
So even though we
It's
have
one of the
Baron
issues.
here, we should be grouping bottom lane to crack the inhibitor turret and leave the inhibitors up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's still 4 minutes on Dragon, so it's quite a bit of time.
Yeah. If you're looking to take an inhib again, you're just giving them even more
Like
reason to stay in the game. Yeah.
And there's
Oh,
no
so
way
we
you
got
can
multiple
play with your
inhibs.
turret too.
Oh, I just hit forward by accident.
Oh no. If you lose another fight while you take double inhib, it's so bad. It's
I
actually
don't
just-
think we lose another fight in this
We
game. I think this is-
100%.
We
Oh, no, did we lose
100%
one
do.
more?
100% all die here.
We get
100%.
Oh, right.
we get clapped by Azir.
Oh yeah, I
Right.
remember this.
Okay, we're standing on top of his soldiers already, right? He
Yeah.
has his EQ R ready to go.
What?
I refreshed.
He refreshed. Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay. So okay, pause. Positioning wise, if you're gonna walk in like this, you all need to be on the top side. Okay.
Like here?
All of you. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah. And then one person can stay on bot side, but not all of you on bot side. Yeah, see how you naturally path there anyways? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's tough. That is fucking tough.
That's a clap.
It's
Yo.
a really good zero.
And now
That
let's
was
is
a
back
really-
here.
That was a really obvious.
Nautilus is back
Azir
there,
engage,
peeling?
though.
Oh no.
I don't get
That
hit
was
by
like-
it, and then just like,
That was the most obvious shit in the world.
Alright, cut the cameras,
dude.
cut the cameras.
Did
We're
we just want
standing
to
on
skip
top
this?
of all
or-
of his soldiers. Like it's I'm so
Imagine
angry
if like
that
you
I fell
guys
for
were
that.
on that wall.
Yeah, he
I
can't.
don't think
reach
Azir
it.
ever gets that engage.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
on the wall.
Alright.
this
Plus-
we
So
lost
awkward
this
for him.
fight, and I was like, we might just lose this game now.
Thank God this is Azir into.
Damn. Damn,
Otherwise
dude.
this game would have been really hard. Because he was clearly better.
Why
than-
is this? Twitch is like.
No, I
giving
don't
me-
think he's better. It's just
You
he's
have
playing
to
a
get
champ.
time to buffer sometimes.
He's
He-
using his abilities correctly. I don't know if
Yes,
that's
exactly.
Does
which
that mean
makes
he's
him
better? I don't
than
know.
me? What do you mean? I didn't use my abilities correctly, so
Yeah, you just stop skipping forward and let it buffer. You're gonna have to watch our grace
You could
game,
also-
or just skip forward.
Or
Could
just
you also
think,
lower
man,
the
you just-
quality? Would that help the buffering?
You could
or
also
is
do
that-
that. Oh,
Source. It's 180.
Source. I
That's wonderful.
love that.
I can just make my window smaller. That tends to help.
Yeah, because it lowers the pixels. Yeah.
All right.
Go for
So,
it.
is this
Okay.
okay for everybody?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, really good positioning though. You don't want to position in that tri-rush.
Yeah. This river, I think we're good on it now.
Yeah,
I'm
you're really good.
we have really enforced this recently, which is really good.
I'm
and it
so
helps us
proud
win
of you
the
guys.
Help us win the next game as well.
I think the part we need to work on is like fighting over here in this top section. This is hard.
In like 10 minutes, yeah. Okay, fuck.
Do you follow metaphor?
Sorry.
I used to, but like he's kind of annoying now, and he plays fucking Call of Duty, so no. Kind of washed up. Not gonna lie. Now this is bad positioning.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's
I
pretty
didn't
bad now.
get the Kaisa, I guess. I'm trolling. Yikes.
I
Hit that blast cone.
Oh, I didn't even know you ult Olaf?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna hit, I thought it was already proccing on Kaisa, but I guess
Don't
she
worry, I
got
got the
away first.
Kaisa.
I mean, we kill her, but I really
Did you
thought
flash away? Can we go
but
back
that's-
one more second?
I'm gonna
Yeah, I feel like
watch
hard
it.
answer that.
watch the fight, and then we can rewind.
Like it looked like it should have that last proc should have gone on.
That's basically on the game. I'm gonna
Mhm.
rewind this fight. Let the Martian Theo talk about what we could have done better, probably.
Let me just
already.
rewatch it. If
Yeah, we play the fight from start to finish.
Oh, okay.
Jesus,
Flash, I guess. I'm sorry,
it was so sloppy,
yeah.
but it works.
If it ain't
Like, we
broke,
kind of just like let the like.
The Azir wasn't in the fight. It was a 4v5.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No, it was a 4v4 because like we just kind of left Aphelios. to die
Aphelios
there.
and Azir, yeah.
All right, so starting from the beginning.
But
Yeah,
no,
you see. What's up?
I think the Aphelios can win that.
What needs to happen is fucking Yasuo and Aphelios sitting up there is
Like we need to
bad for you.
secure like the ramp basically right in front of this ramp.
These two need to just get over. They need to get on that blast cone together or
Yeah.
walk in.
You want to hear the
Like,
comms? You're gonna laugh. Hold on.
Let's hear it.
That's up.
I'm coming. I don't like your pathing. Mal.
Mal, walk around. Mal, walk around.
Yeah.
Walked a long way.
Let's wait for Mal. Let's wait for Mal.
Mal was gonna go for
They're
a flank.
engaging.
It's
Okay. Let me walk. Let me walk.
like
first.
pause.
Let's watch for Azir.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
watching.
like we had so much time to get over to that blast cone, but you two were just
Doing blue.
doing
No.
something.
Don't
Yeah.
worry,
I was
you're
looking
beating
for a NATO onto Kaisa.
You're also taking blue buff.
Well, he said he
It's
wanted
okay.
to
I'm
get
stacking it
stacks.
for Qs.
Yeah.
I'm getting Qs.
It's okay if Yasuo's up there, but Aphelios, you need to be like down there. You cannot be up there, otherwise you're just gonna get choked out. Anyways, let's continue.
Alright, comms. So quiet.
For
Mhm.
Azir.
Just hold
Azir's
the
probably
pillar.
the
You don't have
spy
the pillar.
button, honestly.
Let me charge.
Zero
If you
there.
open a flash, engage.
He's there.
Yo, here.
Azir's
She's
on
dead.
me.
Alright,
Kai's
okay.
dead, Kai's
Hold on,
dead,
hold on.
Kai's-
I'm sorry. This is like super loud.
It's
He's
okay.
dead. All off. All off. Azir.
Got him.
Nice.
Alright,
we
end the
won.
game,
Take
end the
the flash.
And the fucking
Ignore
game.
this guy. Ignore this guy.
Is
Ignore this
Olaf
guy.
almost up there?
Yeah.
Probably
could-
not.
Really?
Nuh-uh.
Of
Yeah.
He has
So like,
no
their tank.
damage.
Their
He
tanks
has
From
though.
Mal, let's wait for Mal, though.
It's probably the Azir. Hold on, somebody needs to hold CC for the Azirs.
Azir's not in the fight.
I know, but you can't blow everything on them, and then let's say Azir comes cooldowns.
So
He
here,
can still sweep this
I
fight.
was-
I was
this is
holding
Yeah.
hook for Azir.
Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I was just
Yeah, my
saying.
NATO's up here.
yeah, because this is where we basically start calling for Olaf, and he's still
Yeah.
like he's not even in proximity to any of us. Like we don't have the range for that.
Yeah, I could have just thrown my
Well,
NATO
look
at Azir. Probably.
So
As long as-
okay.
As long as Azir doesn't enter this fight, he's
yeah, and I mean, and I think Fire did the correct move. He clicked up, and he's like basically
yeah, that's fine.
yeah.
That's so good. That's so good. Yeah, good Fire. Good. That Q should have been a lot earlier. Okay.
I believe it was on cooldown, but yes. I
Okay.
agree.
Okay, that's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
and that's the end
I'm
of this.
just-
That's the end of this game.
Yeah, that
I
game's
don't, I
over.
don't think it has to be earlier there.
I don't know. It's
It's like
just
if he throws it too soon, it's possible they all kind of just die there because Aphelios is dead.
okay. I see what you mean because if he throws it too early and then they don't have the execution damage, it could be wasted, and then he can still kite them all out.
Yeah, because he never gets the auto there.
But I think
I-
also it's
Yes,
fine to throw it early.
Guys, I also think it was just.
On cooldown.
It doesn't matter because I don't think.
Well, I
it was,
wasn't sure if it was on cooldown or not.
Right,
I'm trying to help. Help.
I know. I understand. I'm just saying, like in this scenario, I
Yeah.
believe it was just not up at the time.
And we had Aphelios ult for so long there. Like he held on to that for.
And they were
The
grouped
whole
as
fight.
3 or 4 for a little bit too.
Yeah, Aphelios, you probably could have ulted there a lot earlier. Just.
Alright.
So now we
Uh,
move into game number
back.
3.
I'll be back. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a bowl of food. Can we take
Yes,
like a
that's
take like a
exactly
5-minute
what I
break
wanted
or
to do.
something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
that's good.
I'm gonna just leave
Okay.
the. I'm gonna leave the.
I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll be right back.
We laugh, but he's done this before. Alright, let me just get to the. Yo, by the way, oh, can I pause my video? Alright, let me just stop recording.